Boy.
I don't see it
Part of
live.
us
Oh,
are
yeah, we are
alive.
live. How
Some
about
of
that?
us are live.
Hello!
Oh, hi!
Welcome back
None of us are
to
live.
Strixhaven.
Some of us are.
D&D
God.
Play 20 special. Here we are with a cast of Strixhaven. We have Merton has returned. He's alive.
Hello.
Yeah, Merton.
Yes.
Merton
Hello,
is alive.
Merton.
And everyone else say hello, class of Strixhaven.
Hello, class
No.
of Strixhaven.
No.
Immediate disadvantage on all your
Thanks.
rolls. Nah.
I'm already poisoned. Leave me alone.
Things we do for love, eh?
Anyone watching live or in the future, I'll have the cast introduce themselves really quick. I will have them roll initiative like always, or the doing.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I don't have my.
Oh,
Oh,
14
shit, yeah.
today.
Where is my
Kalani
Kailani
gets
die?
disadvantage for not being prepared.
I can't roll initiative.
Whoa.
I have a quesadilla in my dice tray right now. Thanks.
Far more important.
Because why wouldn't you?
I'm hungry. Leave me alone.
I had
Exactly.
chili.
No chili. We already had this conversation. I can't
Yeah,
do
I
this
know.
again.
A 17?
Yeah.
Initiative. Oh wow. Damn it. That's a waste of a roll.
One of us.
I started
Oh,
off
no.
my game last
Why
night
is the
with
turn
20s.
order up? Who are we fighting?
21.
21.
Who are we
4 for
fighting?
Merton.
Merton got a 4.
Can only go up from here. Can only go up from here.
That's what we all
That
say.
is fair.
Especially if it's exam week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used so many rerolls in student dies already.
Yeah. That's why I'm not doing the recap today. It's like, I'm good.
That is fine.
My character.
Alright.
So many.
Ash was what? 14. Gotcha.
14, sir.
Alright.
Anyway,
So I believe
Connie goes first.
the nerd
Yep.
goes first.
Nerd.
Sweet little nerd.
Nerd.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mariana, or Vagabunda, or apparently Nerd. And I play Kailani, as far as everyone knows, a Triton, a Storm Sorcerer, who's a nerd, and who's stressing out about her best friend Simon's food poisoning. I think, yeah, right. And she's fighting rumors. And a bitch named Astrid. But yeah.
Alright, so
Rumors, eh?
before we move on, I was just too entertained by her introduction. I didn't put up her art. How rude of me. Yeah,
How dare you?
that's Kailani. And a bitch named Astrid as well.
No,
A hot
she,
bitch named Astrid.
She can go somewhere else. Like, I don't want to see her face right now.
She's also got a Christian Stewart vibe.
She does. That's a good point.
She does actually.
We're not getting into this again. I
Yeah.
can't do this again with you people.
We should have like we need to put that as a boot, like one of those things the viewers can buy. It's like, can't talk about Kristen Stewart for the whole session or get disadvantage in everything you do.
Or Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Just because one time I said I was a cumber bitch, okay? Like,
This was we had like a 40-minute conversation about this. This was not one time.
it was one time.
Anywho.
Any
It's
I
Simon's
believe
turn.
that segue
okay.
goes to Simon. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Saint. I play Simon. He's just a little tiny owlin druid. He's the goodest boy, and he is definitely poisoned at the moment. But poisoned for love, so it's probably fine. He's fine.
And if those who are wondering who is this person worth getting
Very poisoning.
potentially poisoned for is that. Which I would definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Simon had a
definitely
date.
worth
Poisoned
getting
for.
poisoned for.
I would
Now,
get
I want to be
poisoned
really
once,
clear because
twice.
she also does look like someone that would poison you. She did not poison Simon
She did not
on
No.
purpose.
Yeah. Yes. She didn't do it on purpose. She didn't know Alan's
This was
intolerant.
Simon's fault. He could
Well,
have
she
avoided
did,
this.
but
Lightheaded.
she realized too late that
Yeah.
she did it bad.
Yeah, quick Google search told me that birds are allergic to chocolate, so that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
My head is already spinning.
You're good.
I
Alright,
am Brandon.
which
I am
brings us-
playing Ash Blackfang, a mountain dwarf warlock. He's pretty much just been trying to chill and do good in his studies because he has plans. And he just got a bunch of new books to read, so he is quite happy.
He's trying to chill, and we won't let him.
Correct.
He's
That's
trying.
why he's making
very, very
his
hard.
own gentleman's
He's
land.
very trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very trying.
Hi everyone, I'm
Alright,
David. Yeah, I'm playing Merton the Minotaur, who's been mysteriously absent, which is my fault. But yeah, he's here just to learn more about his ancestors, and that's pretty much it. So, and make friends
so-
along the way.
Woo!
Yes. Yes. And here they are. We have an aspiring sorceress, we have an aspiring druid, warlock, and a potential barbarian or path of the ancestors ready to learn. Ready to get on with the chaos.
Wait, potential? Aren't we like level?
For to
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Just
But he-
babies.
He
Just
hasn't
hit
he
four.
hasn't he hasn't got into it yet, like he will.
Ah.
Yeah. He is, but narratively no.
Okay.
Right, so before actually no, I'll start with previous recap. The Kailani has informed me that she would like the professor to actually do the recap this time. So it'll be brief, very very quick. They are currently experiencing exam week in Strixhaven. They have already done the magical physiologies, and they're making their way through the list.
No way.
They're making their way.
Continue.
Doing well. They're managing to pass everything so far. Kailani, I bet, is very stressed, but she seems to be doing quite well. Along the way, there has been some developments. Kailani was minding her own business, talking to Octavia, the living thesis, which I shall bring up here, back in Prismari. Octavia, there you are. When she was interrupted, her confessions that she was hoping no one would be nearby for, by none other than Lorraine, who had followed her there after the debacle in the Biblioplex with Astrid and Quintilius and the rest, and obviously Kalani. She had come to check on Kalani to see if she was okay, and Kalani found out the worst kept secret in school that Lorraine had a crush on Quintilius. And that was interesting development.
So what you're saying is she didn't come to check on Kailani if Kailani was okay. She came to check if there was competition.
It could be both.
Could be.
I would The thing is, right now, just briefly, it's not so much competition because Kailani has been stomping her into the ground and in what's it called, in water dancing. Like Kailani just been intramural water dancing. It's just been stomping Lorraine into the ground. So it's not so much a competition. But I guess what Lorraine wanted to see is if she had to compete against Carlotti, which would have been disastrous. Well, moving on. Simon went on a date.
Yay!
Which was encouraged by Kailani and Ash. Luna had invited Simon to the Firejolt Cafe to try out the signature coffee there, which is named after the cafe. And they had a good time, apart from being a bit too loud and Professor Greencrest almost feeble-minding Simon, or casting silence on Simon, or shoving Simon in a different dimension, or etc. I could go on. They had a nice time, to the point where Simon had to go and seek medical assistance because they had eaten bonbons, which Luna had saying they were so divine, and he decided to try them, and he had to get help because almonds and chocolate don't mix, which is something Luna realized a little bit late, and after her enthusiasm in sharing that with him, and went to try and help Simon. Meanwhile, I believe Ash was having a relatively peaceful time for once. He managed to get some studying done with Kailani. Kailani was a little bit worried about Simon. She was just hoping that the date was going well. It had encouraged Simon and Luna to go on. And that anxiety was a little bit amplified by the fact that Luna came back to tell them that Simon had run off and she may or may not have caused a food poisoning incident. And went to see him. And I believe Kailani took a care package, to Simon and left it on his door. Didn't want to interrupt because, again, Luna was already there. In the meantime, Merton was there, but he was in the background, doing his thing. In the last few weeks, I believe it's about 2 weeks, a few more weeks.
It was a month that we skipped.
Yeah, it was a month. Yeah. Merton, like everyone else, had been kept busy. Merton, I believe, you had made it of your personal interest to.
What was it?
You had decided that the Dev Language Society was something you might want to get into. And you did. You managed to sign up for it. I believe that one is by Professor Oskier. That runs that one alongside with Professor Ghostforge. You've been signed up, and there you met Rampart. And much to your, not sure if it's to your disdain or to your indifference, Quintilius. Quintilius also takes.
This guy's freaking everywhere.
I think it would, to be honest, it would be more indifference than disdain, because I don't think Merton would hate anyone, but knowing how he treats his friends, it'd probably be more indifference.
But Merton is also aware. Merton was one of the first people that Simon told that Kailani is dating Quintilius. So
I'm pretty sure they're dating. They've been sneaking off together after hours.
Yeah, that's the
so
thing.
more
The rumor
indifference
was they're sneaking off to alone together at night, and obviously they're dating.
None of that is a rumor. That's all factual.
Not that they're dating is not.
I read it how I see it.
So
it'd definitely be indifference.
Yeah, especially when there was a point in time where Quintilius was practicing his draconic, and he was being very flamboyant about it, and he was not so much reading any text, but the script in front of him that he brought with him. And Rampart would have leaned into you going, "Sorry about him, he does this sometimes, and we just have to listen, but I mean, it's good practice. Do you know draconic?" Merton.
I would have just sighed heavily and just sat back in my seat and just let him get on with it. After
It's like,
everything that happened.
He might be a while. It's like sits there as the rest of the
I'll
class
turn to the
watches
professor. It's just like, yeah. And I'll just pull out a book or just do something that just will act as a distraction. So,
Yeah. So, aside from your extracurricular in the Dead Society, Language Society, your job currently as a book clerk at the Biblioplex was paying off. You
Yep.
had gone very close to Drasimir. Ironically, your co-worker was also a Minotaur. Or maybe it was fate.
Yep.
Written in the Theron stars. Yeah, you had gotten along very well with him to the point where you kind of knew where everything was. Like, not everything, but you kind of had a better idea where things were. You're very apt at being able to assist people now with finding things they needed. And I'll also
Yep.
say that if you can roll me a quick, I would say maybe like a quick history with advantage, because Drasimir would have been helping you.
We also forgot to tell Merton that Ash now works at Strixhaven Star, the newspaper.
Yeah, that was going to come up.
I
Yeah.
handed in my notes
Okay.
and thoughts on first day of exams.
Okay, so you did say advantage, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, that's a 19. 19 on my history.
Great. So, Merton, you now have advantage in finding certain texts in the Biblioplex for others or for yourself. You would have gained a point of friendship with Drasimir as well, because you were very apt in your job. And he was just thrilled that someone was as enthusiastic about organizing texts and finding texts and assisting people as he was.
Yep. Where's he gone? It's in here somewhere. Yep. There we are. That's one ring. Yep. That's brilliant. Thank you. So an advantage on finding certain texts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I believe when you tell Ash about it, he'd be thrilled having an inside man in there.
Yes, there was an ulterior motive. If I can find
Might be lists.
Might be
Those
lists. Always
So,
lists.
With your aptness at getting better acquainted with the layout of the Biblioplex, you also set your sights on perhaps trying to get like a sneak peek into the restricted section. Something that proved a little bit tricky for you to do. Again, you're not very inconspicuous, but you did run into a certain individual that kind of specializes in that. And believe it or not, Grayson Wildmere is good at getting into places he shouldn't be. Is it the reporter in him or just natural curiosity? Who knows? But you met him one time when you were trying to sneak in, and he literally almost bumped into him, like you were trying to sneak into like a peek, and he was like, you almost bumped into him, and he was coming out, and he looked at you, and he's like, and he's like smiles, he goes, oh, he goes, hi, he goes,
hi, yep.
You might want to be a little bit less. I could hear you coming from a mile away, and the guardians in here are very perceptive. He goes, I want to be a little bit. You give you like a tip for future reference. He kind of looks around, and he pulls out a pouch. I don't tell anyone about this. He gives you like a little pouch of powder.
Yeah.
He goes, if you need to really try and sneak in, this can help. And he would have given you a dust of disappearance you can add to your inventory. Good for another good use. And he would have looked at you and like he kind of would have led you away from the restriction before you got spotted. You're like, I see that I'm not the only one that's curious about places we shouldn't be getting into. And I'm not judging. He goes, but why were you trying to? You work here, right? And he looks at you. You just started working here?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I have my reasons. And I'll just leave it at that. I'll have my reasons. I'll see.
Right, because fair enough. I'm not going to pry. I have my reasons too. If you did need something, however, I know someone that's very good. We kind of work in tandem. If there's something you need or something that you want to find, you make sure again he looks around, no one's around.
Yep.
He goes, Mina Lee and I can help you out. She's a second year. I think you might have met her before.
Yep.
I'll just bring her up real quick. Refresh her. In all her glory.
Oh yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I won't keep you. It was lovely to meet you, make your acquaintance yet again. And he kind of like does a little eloquent bow, and he kind of like goes on his way. He like quickly walks away, like away from the restricted section.
And I will just drop my head as a formal bow. Obviously, and then I'll just watch him go, and just have a total look of confusion on my face.
You get the feeling that he wasn't expecting to bump into you. He was trying to make
I wasn't expecting to bump into him either. So I'm curious, but I didn't want to pry either.
Yeah, which he appreciated because you didn't. He didn't pry on you. You didn't pry on him, and we thought that was a very good deal.
Yeah.
After all this, Merton, you would have, also felt an inclination to get to know the cafeteria lady, Miss Fizzbottom, a little bit better because you were loving the food that she was providing for you. Always wondering what would be next. And you would have gone in to the Biblioplex Cafe and had a chat, and she would have, been really keen to like listen. She loved like that you came in to compliment her sandwiches. Like, oh dearie, you're just the sweetest. Because you remind me of Drasimir. He's also quite sweet for a Minotaur. Here, have a sandwich on the house. I insist. And she kind of would have given you like a free sandwich of the day.
And I will politely ask what's in the sandwich, fully intending to eat it, but I was just.
She smiles at you and goes, "Crunchy frog legs on toast."
Okay, so he will take a huge bite of the sandwich and slowly chew on it. It's just like,
It is crunchy.
And I'll turn and say, you can really taste the garlic in this.
She goes, "Thank you, dearie." She goes, "Oh, aren't you just the sweetest? You are one of my favorites. Don't tell you." She looks at her. She would look at the known woman would have like looked around, make sure no one was listening.
And I will bow down as close as I can get to her, considering how tall I am, as if just trying to have a quiet word in my ear.
Yeah, she would have doted on you, and you would have got, you would have made like a bond with her every day. Like you would come along, and she would have like if she had something to spare, she would give it to you.
Yeah.
Again, try not to show too much preference, like in front of everyone. Any leftovers though were yours, and obviously because you worked with the Plex, that was more incentive for her to do that.
Yeah, very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah. So aside from all this,
he needs brain food. Yeah, brain food.
He needs brain food.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Brain food is important. During all this time, obviously you were pretty busy. Like you caught up with your friends when you could, but you had begun to really delve into your studies for your connection to your ancestors. The link was there. You knew. You felt it. However, it was still not strong enough for you to tap into it at will. You and Professor Ghostforge had decided to meet up every now and again to really delve into it, so he could help you like establish that connection to your ancestors. And through his tutelage and guidance, which it took you a bit because connection wasn't very strong. He's like, my boy, it's okay. You just need to focus. Don't think of any. Just let them reach for you. Clear your mind. And he would have just like guided you on that. And perhaps after a few attempts with him, you would have established a connection to your ancestors. It would be like floodgates opening. Like you would have felt all that rushing through into you. Past experiences, memories that you never weren't yours, but you knew they were of your the ones that come before you. And with that, you would have established a firm connection to them and followed the path of the ancestors.
Brilliant.
Ghostforge would have been very pleased with your progress. Because my boy, you have good potential.
Thank you, sir.
Keep it up.
I will.
It wasn't me. It was you did it. You took that step. And now you can tap into that at will. I'm very proud of you, my boy.
Thank you.
All right.
That's very kind of you to say, sir.
Yeah. So these meetings that you would have done would have obviously taken up much of your time. Hence why your friends hadn't seen you a lot. You were there for a few of the incidents, especially with Astrid. But you came on, you didn't really have a lot of time to talk to them, too much time to connect. You would try and find time to catch up with at least Ash and like talk to him, have food with him. And I believe he would be one of the first to know about your progress with your ancestors and your job 100%. And all that. And he would have told you about how he started to work for the Strixhaven Star, how his studies are going, and how he submitted the piece, and how he put Astrid in her place, setting her on fire. Mourning the loss of good alcohol, because when he tried to put like, a truce, or like, a parlay of sorts, offering her good alcohol, she poured it on his head. Very rude, but he respected it. A loss.
Wonderful.
But yes, Merchant, this was your experience in the last month and a bit. Obviously, rumors of Kailani and Quintilius are, everywhere. You did hear that, that confrontation. You did hear that it wasn't true. But again, people still talk.
Yeah.
I believe Ash would have filled you in on the finer details when you met up with him at last. At the end of that day. All right. Thank you, everyone else, for bearing with me. And
thank you.
Recap Merton. He's all caught up now, more or less. We shall pick it up where we left off, and we'll go by initiative order. Kailani, what are you up to?
She is doing laps around the fountain. She is. It's late evening, but she's not heard from either Luna or Simon. She definitely is not going to be the cocklock. But she's very worried about her best friend, so she's just going around in circles around the Archway Commons.
Are you
fountain.
in the Bibliothex? Archway Commons. I was going to say, yeah, you're outside.
Archway Commons fountain.
Archway Commons.
Just laps around it.
She's getting her steps in.
Doing the daily steps.
How many laps do you do? Do you lose count? Or do you
probably
count?
until either she remembers that they'll be closing the dorms, or until somebody comes and gives her news. She'll just be doing laps. walking and thinking, oh, I left this, that should be enough. I hope it's this. If it's this is problem. Like she's just going through her mind of things that could potentially help Simon.
Okay.
Hoping for news from time to time. She would pause and look at the dormitories, see if there's anybody coming out. If not, doors are still open. She continues doing laps.
Okay. All right. So, in conjunction with Kailani, Simon will quickly go over to you because this is connected. You have been tended to. You got medical assistance from Professor Sharkbeak. I forgot it was her that was very motherly. I'm like, Simon, when she saw that you eating chocolate bonbons. She had taken you to the hospital wing or in the commons and had brought you back to your room after you've been treated by some Witherbloom pledge mages and medics.
Am I officially no longer poisoned?
You are officially not poisoned anymore. Yeah.
Huzzah!
So you'd be in your room with your pets, just like watching, like kind of like surrounding your bed, like circling, like kind of looking at you to see if you're all right. A guide would be there, going, looking over at you, going, "Hello, are you alive?" And you like every like hour or so.
Yep. I don't have a concussion. You don't have to make sure I'm not sleeping.
He goes, "Forgive me. I have no prior medical training. I need to know if you're alive or not."
I'm okay, guide. It was just an allergic reaction to chocolate, but I'm all fixed now.
He goes, "Chocolate? I love chocolate. I never had it, but I hear it's good."
It is good.
He says pain, like,
Yeah.
"Forgive me, if it's so good, why did you almost succumb to Well, you did get poisoned. Sorry."
Well, it can taste good and not be good for you.
A guide would just like, like it'd be buffering.
Yeah,
It'd be processing that. Your statement is paradoxical. How can something be good and bad for you at the same time?
Oh, God, this is a much longer conversation.
Isn't Luna there?
Please. Luna,
No,
this is a little bit before Luna.
Oh, okay,
before
gotcha,
Luna
gotcha.
came in. Yeah. So, I don't believe we have art for your room. We need art for your room. But
I don't think I gave you art from my room. It mostly looks like a college dorm, except that the back half.
Oh my god, what is this? Where did you put it?
Nothing. Nothing. That was just a brief look into your nightmares. Nah, it's fine. I put it on the page.
But the back half of the room is set up more like a lab or a testing area or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so at this point where Guide was like, "I don't understand," but very happily, "But I'm glad you're okay." And then there would have been like a knock on the door. "I shall get the door."
Okay.
I would have opened it. And this is the point where Luna would have like come in. Like she's like, "Simon, are you okay?"
I'm okay.
I am so sorry. She would have pushed past the guy, like, "Please come in." That she would have already walked past him. It's like, and she would have gone to the foot of your bed. "I am so sorry. Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm sorry. It was just a little poisoning. It's okay. They fixed me at the hospital.
She cringes when you say a little poisoning. She's like, "Ah." She would have leaned over. She starts to fuss it. She'll like fluff your like pillow up, and she kind of like make sure you're tucked in well. He's like, "Hey, is it anything I can do?" Oh, wow, you have a lot of pets. You see your inkling would have been like climbing her.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like swarming her. She's like, oh, wow. Oh, how did you get there? Like the inkling will be on her head now, kind of like just like trying to reach for it, put it down, just like, "Oh, and you got this one." And it's like the pest will be like trying to climb up her leg. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, wow.
Okay. All right. I'll go collect all my pets. No, stop it. That's okay. Sorry.
She goes, oh, no, it's okay. No, I didn't mind. But you like already grabbed them.
I'll introduce her to all the pets, even though I've definitely done this before. This is Charlie, and this is Francis, and this is Martin, and this is Winston, and this is Todd, and this is Little Mans, and that's Guide.
And me! God would just like put up his hand. She'll look at him. She's like, right. Oh, actually, that reminds me. Could you go tell Kailani that Simon's all right, Guy? And Guy goes, absolutely. He goes, you know where she is? Yeah!
Oh, don't worry. He always knows where everyone is. He's very smart.
She goes,
He's the nicest spy going.
She goes, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm gonna look after you, okay? I don't want to hear any protests. This was my fault. I'll make sure.
Okay.
She does. She's not listening.
She just Are you gonna reject that?
No. So, like, briefly, Simon is like, I'm not poisoned anymore, but also.
Yeah, I am definitely poisoned. Okay. So what do you want about?
Yeah, you see, you gotta say, I'm definitely not putting the inkling that covers your mouth. Yeah. You can, like,
Martin.
Let me. What do you need? Anything? Any water? Any food? Where's your bread bag? Do you want some bread? She's like, look for your bread.
I don't have a bread bag. I just make it in my coat.
I thought it was a bag. She's like, I'm sorry.
Here, I'll show you, and I'll kind of like wobbly climb out of the bed, and go over to my jacket, my robe, and I'll just stick my hand in and pull out some bread. I just kind of think of a bread, and then the coat makes it.
Any bread?
Uh-huh. Name one.
Sourdough.
Okay. I'll pull out some sourdough. But it's like Simon's fist size, so it's not very big, but...
Yeah, so it's like miniature. She's like, oh, this is fun. A baguette.
Okay.
You get mini... I like that mini baguette.
Yeah, it's like this big.
Mini baguette.
He's like, I absolutely love it. She's thrilled with it. Real quick, back to you, Kailani. You'll be pacing around like you're doing your laps around the fountain, and then you hear this, and then you just see Guy like coming through. You see all these people have to dive out of the way. He's like, oh, like have to like. He's like, coming through, Kailani, I have found you. You're running. You're like doing your lap, and he like runs alongside you. Simon is fine. Do you want to come to the room? All right, bye. Keeps going. Goes back.
Wait, but is Luna still there?
He's just like, you just see like a trail of dust. It's like,
is Luna still there? She shouts after.
Yes, but you can go. Go.
She takes a deep breath. That at least Guide on the way back will find her little care package and her note. So she's like, okay, if Lenny's still there, then I'll stay here. And she sits on the fountain for a little bit, calming down that now she knows that Simon's okay before then making her way back to the dorms.
Okay. So yeah, Guide, again, you back within the room, Simon, you would hear, oh! You hear like Guide stop outside the door. Opens like the door will open a moment later. And you come in with a little care package. He's like, someone left this on your door. And he like drops it on Simon's bed. And it would basically be I believe you left him an antidote there, Colin, right?
Yeah, antidote.
This is a little bit of banana bread and hi. I'm still just pulling bread out of my bag.
This is for you. Just like drops it. Yeah, but not. She's like,
Scott.
Okay.
Did you leave a note?
Yes.
Did Kai leave a note? Okay.
Kai left a note. Kai, there's like a little, there's like water, some like sleeping pills, and some a bottle which says antitoxin, and then a little note saying, "I hope you feel better. This is what I think could help you. Let me know when you're better.
Interesting. I take the vial, and I Simon gets like a little bit of his like maniacal kind of look in his eyes, just a smidge, as he looks at it, and brings it over to his
Workstation.
Yes, his workstation, and puts it there because he's thinking about figuring out how to reverse engineer it, but not while Luna's here.
Yeah, but she sees you walk over to your workstation. She goes, "Do you like alchemy?" She'll like walk over. She looks interested, or she like actually looks around
Well,
your workstation.
I don't know much about alchemy, but I'm good with herbalism stuff, and they're not super different. Some of it is, but sometimes I can like figure out the like herb. Oh, sorry, something fell over and I got super startled. God. Okay. That was so startling for absolutely no reason. Okay, I'm fine. This is fine. I don't remember what I'm saying. Oh, sometimes I can figure out how to make it using like herbs and stuff that I do know. And I can make some potions, but I'm not super versed in. I wanted to join the alchemists club, but they only let me join like one club and one job, and I really wanted to go in the herbalism club because the plants and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe I'll try alchemy next year.
She smiles. He goes, I have to agree. It's nice to hear that you say that, because my primary interest is also herbalism. That's why I'm going to be in Witherbloom. I know it's surprising. You probably thought Prismari, right? But Witherbloom is where I feel my calling is. Wait, really? She looks at you. You did work for the Rose stage? I saw those. Yeah. Oh my God, those are adorable. You did that? It's so good.
I did the backdrops. Yeah, I paint. Yeah.
You're so talented. She smiles at you.
Okay. I just like turn in a circle for a second and then leave the workroom part of my room, which has like a curtain. Okay, and then I like peek my head back in. Okay, so I've been working on something. I could show you if you want.
She goes, absolutely. Yes, I would like to see it. Like, Guy doesn't take a hit. Like, Guy just like runs up.
Guy, shut up!
I forgot he was here. Okay, hold on.
She looks at Guy.
Anybody jump a mile.
Yeah, she looks at Guy. Goes, Guy, did you not get Kailani? He's like, she was running around the fountain. I told her to come, but I don't think she is.
That's weird. Why was she doing that?
Can you come check on her?
Guide, okay. Wait, Guide, hold on. Can you go see if I'm so sorry, I'm completely blanking on her name.
Sharpbeak. Like mid-run.
Go hang out with Sharpbeak for a while.
Okay.
Let's go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I send him to Sharpbeak if I want him to leave me alone for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loan him back out to his actual owner.
Yeah.
Loaded back out to his actual owner. Love it.
She's the one that put a charging port for him in my room, okay?
He happily just takes off. Bye! Have a good time!
And breathe.
I've been working. Do you want to see my new project? It's not very far. I just started it. Okay. Come here, phone.
Go ahead.
And I go and I kind of hop fly onto the bed and kind of pull out a series of papers from next to it. And I just kind of like pat the bed next to me. Okay, come here. Look.
She'll lean over.
No, sit.
She'll sit. Okay.
And it's a bunch of music sheets. Most of them are blank, but there are a couple that have the beginnings of whatever song she does most often at the bar. But with the starting of an accompaniment for the drums that I have recently learned how to do.
Yeah, so she's looking over and then her eyes widen a little bit when she realizes what the song is. And she looks up at you.
Well, down probably, but
Yeah, or down, yeah. She's like, this is my song. And you're working on adding.
well, I learned how to play the drums recently, so I just thought that maybe you might like some I don't know. Maybe.
She just looks at you. She's just got this look of awe. She's like shocked, but in a good way. Like she's like that for once doesn't know what to say. For some, that is really sweet. Looks at you, and she looks really vulnerable at that point. There's no like sass or anything like that. It's just like very like vulnerable, very open. And then she recovers. She goes, "You are just so switched on, Simon. Like great. What do you want?
Yay?
Did you want to come and try out for the position as drummer?"
I haven't been playing very long. I'm not sure I'm very good at it yet, but I just thought maybe you might like it.
Well, I certainly love. I don't like it. I love it, and I'm sure you do fine.
Okay.
Did you want to try? Did you want to play it for me now, or are you not ready?
I was poisoned like 20 minutes ago, so I think maybe I'm a little tired today.
But immediately flushes a bit. She's like, "I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. But this is great. This is great. You let me know."
But maybe you want to help me with the music portion? I haven't finished it yet.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She's like nods.
I'll kind of like snuggle in and go over what I have of the actual like notes portion.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to play anything, so these are not probably the correct words to use, but just whatever.
Yeah. No, she'll go over it with Simon. She would like pat Simon and they'll go over it together. She would just spend time with him as they go over his.
We eat bread, we drink the water that Kai gave me.
Yeah. Mini breads, water, good times. In the meantime, before we move on to Ash, Kailani, if you don't hear from Simon or anyone close to Simon, how long would you be out there pacing?
Yeah, no, she stopped pacing after the guy told her that Simon was okay. She just rested a bit, sitting at the edge of the fountain. Let me actually see if she would do that crazy thing she's done before. I guess so. How deep is the fountain?
It is bottomless. It goes no. It's maybe
it's a bag of holding, but it's all water.
Yeah,
it's a bag of holding. Yeah. It's an ocean.
A water balloon of holding.
No, it's like a standard. It's like maybe like 5 foot deep. It's not even like really deep. Like
it goes
5 feet. That's so deep for a fountain. I'm 5 feet.
Well,
I'm okay with it being 5 feet.
I guess in the terms of I guess it is a big fountain. To be fair, in terms of fountains, I guess it is deeper than that.
Does Kailani know if it's forbidden to go in it?
It's an actual swimming pool for Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One big bird bath.
It's not prohibited, but most people would have an understanding that that's not for swimming in. But
she's not going to swim in it, if that helps. She just goes. It soothes her, right? Water, so she's going to go in the fountain, and she's kind of going to lay at the bottom. Just like calming down, but she'll probably end up sleeping there.
Fall asleep in the fountain.
Just at the bottom of the fountain, just like in the water. Yeah, 100%.
All right, I'll put you in the fountain.
So I guess till when she stays there? Morning. Unless
Okay.
someone comes and kicks her out of there or finds her there or something.
Right, we'll roll for that later. See if anyone
Yeah,
comes.
it's like,
Yeah.
which professor is going
Hey,
to
what
kick
are
you
you
out? Yeah. She's at the bottom,
sleeping in the
like
fountain.
against. She's at the bottom, kind of like squished against the edge, so it's not too obvious. But
All right. So
She's keeping hydrated in
Kalani-
a different way.
Kailani needs
Yeah,
to be
Kailani's
underwater
just-
from time to time. It's healthy.
she does.
No, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
trying
You're
to-
keeping hydrated in a different way.
Yeah.
So, well, Kalani gets comfortable in the fountain, which she should be in technically. Ash, what are you up to?
Well, Ash was just handed a bunch of new fun books to read. And he's also hasn't tried it, but he wants to have his Inkling mascot. He wants to try and see if it can actually copy books too. So I can do a 2-for-1.
Right. The investment, right?
So, so while you're copying one, the Inkling's copying a totally different book.
Correct. But I
Correct.
can only learn one book at a time, but this will make the more I can copy, the more I have, and I don't have to buy them myself. So I'm not too sure
so-
how well they could copy.
It's a training session.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's
be
a training
session
session,
with me
exactly.
and my
Thank you,
mascot.
Colin.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I know they can produce unlimited ink, but I don't know if they can actually write. I think they can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first
The
time
question-
you sit it down in front of parchment and you give it instructions to copy out, looks up at you, and just sprays the whole parchment with ink. It's like the whole parchment is just ink. That's what those things spray.
Ink blot
Looks up
test.
at you and looks up at you, going, like, did I do good? He's like, like smiles at you.
I'm gonna just tell it, watch me for the next 10 minutes, and then we'll go from there. I want you to copy exactly what I'm doing, but that book into that empty journal.
It sits up and does a little salute.
Okay.
And just watches you.
Sit and watch.
Flicks ink in your face.
Yeah. When it does, when it does the salute.
Clean that up. So yes, pretty much I want a training montage just so I can double the speed of the amount of books that I can copy.
I just imagine like the first time he sees you do it, and just like, you know, when you're a kid and you just pretend that you're writing, just does that a few times, and you're like,
Yeah.
no.
Alright, so
This might take a while because they have a 6 intelligence and a 7 wisdom.
absolutely.
Yes.
So
They're not smart.
it's gonna be this was gonna be a series of checks. Just a little, at least 3. Just do me a quick charisma check. It's just how well you can explain, demonstrate what you're doing to the Inkling.
Okay.
I was going to say,
well-
put the training montage music on about 10 times
Yeah.
on a continuous loop.
That did
Just
not
blasting
work.
it out.
That
Yeah.
was an 8.
8.
Ow.
You go, all right. You look at the Inkling, you go, all right, your turn. And it goes, oh yeah. And then it looks like it's going to do well. Like it holds up the parchment and even like goes to like write something. And it does. It writes like a letter in and it goes, and then it gets excited, like ink sprays everywhere. Looks up at you.
Trial and error. This is why we have blank books.
Looks up at you. Salutes again. Flicks more ink. All right.
Okay.
So do another one. Another check.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh. Oh,
The Inkling goes, "Ugh." It's like, okay, it thinks it's got this, and then it just
Ink's
not only
everywhere.
sprays ink on the parchment, it sprays ink on the walls, on the roof. Like, the ink just everywhere. A little bit too much.
It can use its ink spray once a day, so I'm thinking that's probably what it did.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking I probably need to do a
it's-
con save to see if I'm blinded.
Absolutely. The whole
I at least beat the con save, so I'm not blinded.
Yeah, so yeah, you would have been like ink would have gone on the walls, on the roof, and right into your eyes. But you managed to blink it away and use some of your magic to
You're cleaning this up.
protect yourself. Yeah. Oh.
One more time, and then we're going to call it for the day, and we'll try this again maybe in another week. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Let's try this one more time. A 22.
Oh,
It
it's a 17.
it looks at it, this time it looks at you for a while, and then it tentatively reaches out and to blot the parchment and manages to write a good sentence without too much ink dripping away or too much of a mess. Looks up at you, and the
We're
room is
getting
still
there.
sprayed. But he looks up at you happily.
This is going to take longer than I thought. Okay. That's enough for today. I don't want to hurt your brain too much.
It
Okay.
happily like slithers away.
Just sit and watch, learn, take in what you can.
I love him, and I can't believe you won't name him. I'm so offended by this information, personally.
It would slither up your arm and sit on your shoulder and just watch you
For
work.
Ash, he's just another tool.
Ugh,
Yeah.
you're the worst.
Eventually, he might get used to him and, maybe name him, but he'll probably
No, I
let you
named
name
him.
him.
It's fine.
Of course.
Yeah. So
Actually,
you
I
just
think
sit
you
on your
did
shoulder.
already.
I did.
Did
I
you
just
not?
don't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you did.
I got it written down somewhere. I have Winston in my head, but I don't think it was.
No, Winston's one of mine.
Winston was German. I'll find it. It's here somewhere.
I named it Walter.
Walter.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't remember it. Well, Ash actually would remember that now, but Brandon does not. Walter.
Walter.
Okay.
Is that the name of your inkling?
It's what I named his inkling. He wouldn't.
Nope. To me, it's just free ink.
Ugh.
He's a means to an end.
Druids hate him.
Druids hate him.
Simon instigated
yeah.
a kidnapping plot
Uh-huh.
to get the inkling.
Joint custody? Yeah, for sure.
Custody.
All right.
So, not Walter sits on your shoulder and just watches you work.
Not Walter.
Yeah.
Not
That's
Walter.
what he'll be called. That's what he'll be called
Not
from
Walter.
now on. Not Walter.
Until he becomes Walter officially.
Yeah.
When he's trained, he'll become Walter.
Right now, it's just there. Yeah.
It's just there.
Eventually, I'm going to have him be the one to scout out books for me, but that's going to take a lot more time too. Because, yeah.
Needs to stop
We'll work
making
on it.
messes first. and then
He's a work in
move
progress. Yeah.
on. Okay. So
He's a living ink blot test, isn't he?
yeah, basically. So do you just focus on training not Walter for that time, or is anything else you
I'd
want
probably
to...
spend only an hour on it because we do have exams tomorrow. I do have new books. Like, I would probably at least give myself 3 hours of time to study. What do we have? Basic magical auras, I think we said.
Well, it's Tuesday today, right? Or is it?
Yeah, no, it'd be too... Well, it's...
I thought we're still on the Monday because we just did magical physiology. I don't think we ended the day. We're getting into the evening, I think.
Exam.
Did we?
Was actually...
We did another exam.
did.
We already did
Okay,
basic
so we already
magical
did.
auras.
We did
Yeah.
basic. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
we did basic
I'm
magical
good until
auras.
Thursday. Yeah, I have
physiology.
History of Art and Magic.
Yeah, we have
Tomorrow
Intro to Archaeomancy on Wednesday.
You guys do.
Yeah.
I have History of
Yeah.
Art and Magic. So I would be starting to study that.
I think I don't have an exam on Wednesday. I think. Was it? Yeah, I don't have one.
I have Archaeomancy.
I don't have.
I thought I had it with one more person.
Is Merton Archaeomancy?
Is Merton in Archaeomancy on Wednesdays?
Merton is...
Yep.
Okay, so
Merton
we
is
have
on
that as our test tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't have a
so I'll
test
be
tomorrow,
studying mine.
which is great.
Mine's in the morning again. 8, 9.
Mine's later.
All right, so Ash, quickly do me quick. I believe history is fine, or Arcana. It depends how you study for it. If you're just reading and just taking notes, it'll be very standard.
I'll be rereading and going over my mind what I've learned because I got keen mind, so I remember everything for the last 30 days. And I dropped it. And that was an
keen
20
mind,
I dropped
bro.
it. That doesn't count.
Rest in peace. I hate when that
Right.
happens.
That one's not good. Well, that one's better. 16
16 is fine. Yeah, this
for
is
history.
Old. This is nothing that's gonna cause too much trouble. You pretty much already had it memorized. You were just kind of going over it, making sure that it was fresh in your mind at the forefront. Cool. Yep. So for tomorrow, you may have a what's it called? Advantage on your roll.
Oh, that
Mystery,
makes
yes. Yeah. All good. So if that's all you wanted to do for now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm good for now.
Yep. Good for now? Okay. Well, good. I guess that brings us to Merton. Merton, what do you do? Or what are you doing?
After all the shenanigans, he's probably, since he's got the exam tomorrow, he'll probably be in his room studying for his archaeomancy exam, I think, whatever exam he's got tomorrow. And yeah, so he'll be sitting in his room. First, he'll write his letter to his family, so he'll just give them an update on everything that's gone on, and then yeah, he'll just pull out his books and just start studying, because this is the one exam he wants to. Not that he doesn't want to do well on his other exams, but this is what he particularly wants to do well on, considering that's the reason why he's here and communing with his ancestors and learning about his ancestors. So he'll be sitting at his desk, just having books open. So
Okay. So with that one, do me a quick history. Quick history check. With advantage.
History. Ooh, a 24.
24 is great. Yeah, well, again, now that the connection is there, like it's a lot easier to be able to tap into it. That's what you're practicing right now. You're just trying to make, you're trying to see if that can be done at will, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, if he can't, once he learns as much as he can from the books, he'll just be going into everything he learnt with Professor Ghostforge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
And would you also be studying for your test tomorrow as well?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Since he knows he's got an exam tomorrow, he probably won't be messing around as much as the others, or who he thinks. And then when he's getting a headache from all the studying, he'll probably get up and find a bite to eat, because he's probably very hungry after sitting at his desk for a few hours.
Yeah, we'll say that was part of the same check. Like you're looking over it, like you're studying and doing. There's kind of a bit of conjunction in there. So you may also it'd be a D4. So sorry, Ash, it is just a D4, not advantage. I just double checked that. But you may add like
so I'm good.
Yeah, good stuff. So Merton, you can add like a student die to your that you can use in your exam in the testing phase.
Well, that's a D4 for exam phase.
There's a D4, yes.
Yeah.
Does Luna have archaeomancy on Wednesday as well?
I think Luna has Arcanobotany, basic magical orders, and something else, so possibly. No, she has history of magic, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So no,
she does not have arcanobotany or archaeomancy. Archaeomancy.
Archaeomancy, no.
Then I probably don't study. It's fine. It'll buff.
I just wanted to check for Yeah, magic physiology.
Yeah, because I think she has history of magic and art for obvious
magic
reasons. She has arcanobotany and basic magical auras. I think those are her three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's Luna. Okay, so Simon doesn't study.
Nope. He has his music date. He's not gonna stop it to study for
Yeah, you both are like kind
archaeomancy.
of like jamming, kind of like
Yeah.
just like vibing. Completely forget that you need. I'll say she also completely forgets, but she's like so in tune with what you're doing. Right
Yeah.
now. So you both think it's study. Fantastic. But you're bonding. That's more important, right?
Yay!
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kailani would disagree, but she's not.
It's all about the friends.
Well, Kai
we make
already
along
has
the
a
way.
boyfriend. I regret nothing.
I find it funny that when I told you, oh, we rolled to see who would know, and it's, the one that we're confused is how does the bartender know? And immediately
No,
Sam
I
was
for
like,
sure
oh,
told the
Simon
bartender."
for sure
Yeah.
told the Chavanette. I was like,
I have a relationship with Javanese. He offered me an internship next year at the bar.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Of course I told him.
That
Simon's
is
best
why
friends with everyone.
it is because the bartender knows that everybody knows.
And guide.
And guys, yes.
Thank God.
It's not what you know, it's who you know at the end of the day, isn't it?
And Simon knows everyone.
And
Everybody.
Simon has not even questioned that it's true.
Nope.
Simon. Yeah. Absolutely. So, Merton, now that you are prepped, if there's anything else you wanted to do? You want to get a bite of something to eat? Talk to anyone? Studying?
No, I think he'll keep himself to himself till after his exam. I think, yeah, I think he will be nervous because probably be very much like me, very nervous about exams. He just wants to get it out of the way and not quite do laps around the fountain, kind of nervous, but nervous all the same.
Look, she has problems, okay?
I did. We all deal with our nerves in different ways.
He met someone else going around the fountain and then
Yeah.
in the fountain. Not everything's about you, Kai.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't say in the fountain, did I? I just said round the fountain.
That's true.
Right. So I guess that goes full cycle. Kalani, so you are cozying up at the bottom, right? You said you'd probably be so relaxed you might have fallen asleep. Is that right?
Yes. She probably would have fallen asleep in the fountain.
All right, roll me a d4.
Oh, wow, okay. 3.
3. Okay. You don't remember dozing off, then you wake up to like the water being disturbed, like the ripples, like the splashing. And then you see, you see through the wall like this from like when you like underwater, you see like the people that look like distorted, like you'd see not only the familiar face of Quintilius, but you also see Grayson. And then they're both just looking down, and you hear them like talking.
The most
go,
unlikely pairing. The most unlikely pairing. Why are they both here?
And again, it'd be this like.
They're just wondering where there's a
Denial is a river in Egypt.
And you see, they'll be Grayson will be pointing down at you, and Quintilius would be like looking at him, like shrugging. Kalani, it'll come distorted because are you down there? Because he's not sure. He sees someone down there that looks like Kalani in the water. What do you do?
Grayson.
She kind of very tentatively swims up till like just her eyes pop out, like just her forehead and her eyes.
So we'll put you back in the fountain.
What are you both doing here? This is not. I was gonna say.
I know it glitched. the teleportation in this place is acting up. My fault. Yeah, you'd pop up, right? Like that.
Just like that, yeah. At first.
That's the eyes. And you see Quintilis has got his arms crossed, and you see Grace is like, oh, it is. He goes, are you alright? And she goes, she's fine. She's a Triton. She goes, what are you doing in there, weirdo? It's a fountain, not a swimming pool. He like looks you up and down. Well, he would just look at you, like you look down at you because you're still like your heart, like surface.
Yeah, like
She kind of like gets fully up out of the fountain. I fell asleep. Okay, what are you two doing here?
You see, Quintilis goes, who falls asleep in a fountain?
What? The water is very calming to me. Okay.
You're
Triton,
not supposed
obviously.
to swim in it. It's a fountain. Off an Archon, and you're just swimming it. You're disrespectful. He's just like shaking his head at you. Grace is like, Quintilius, she's probably really exhausted. And she's a Triton. She needs to hydrate. Right? He looks at you.
What are you two doing here anyway? What time is it?
You actually look around and you notice that it's kind of like it's a little bit light, like it's dimmed, like the lighting seems to have dimmed a bit. It's like late afternoon, almost evening now. Grayson's like, I was just on my way back and I saw someone in the pool. And Quintilis at it, he looks at him. He goes, I was just minding my own business, like you should. He points at Quintilius and looks at you. And he gives you like a knowing look because
Quintilius is not going to tell him where he's going, but Kailani knows where he was about to go, I assume.
Yeah, he gives you like a look like, And it's the right, it seems to be about the time of day he normally goes, so it kind of clicks. Brayden's like, sorry, didn't mean to pry. He goes, do you need a hand? He looks at you. He reaches out a hand to pull you out of the water.
Oh, she's coming out fine. She kind of just floats out of the water and then lands. It's like, it's fine. I'll go back to my dorm. I'm sorry to have fallen asleep on the thing. Okay, bye. She is very awkward. And she knows that Quintilis is probably like, like, are you not coming? But she's going to try and run away and like sleep away.
Yeah, so you see Grayson will turn and goes, you're fine? Do you need something? He's like, I'm fine. He goes, what do you... Go on. Like, Grayson is like, don't you have places to be? I know I do. And he starts to walk away.
Kailani kind of like stops. She knows she can't escape that one, so she's kind of... She doesn't turn to face Quintilis, so she kind of stops. Lets Grayson walk past.
He looks at you to make sure you're okay. One line, he's like,
she's fine.
Sure you're... Yeah, okay. All right. Evening. I'm kind of does like a little bow.
Bye. I'll give you the new perfumes tomorrow.
Oh, good. Yeah. Take care. Quintilius. Wildmere. Watches him go back to the common, back to the dormitories. No one else is around. It's quiet. It was just those two, and obviously yourself near the fountain.
Kailani kind of, when Grayson is far enough away, she turns to Quintilis. Do you need to talk to me? Do you need something? Is there something I can do for you?
Well, first of all, again, just wondering why you were sleeping in a fountain, and second of all, are you avoiding me?
No, I'll roll deception. There's not even a point in saying it. Okay. I rolled pretty high at disadvantage. I know I have disadvantage. I rolled pretty high.
I know you know.
Deception. That was an 18.
Nice.
18? Okay, I guess I'm rolling insight. Expecting it to be the usual Kailani
Is is
shenanigans,
is is Ramon low for you guys in volume as well, or is it just for me?
you
A
guys hear
little
me
Sounds
fine,
fine.
or is it
Sounds fine. Okay,
Yeah.
it's just me. Is my
You're not
computer
bad.
acting up then?
okay? All good. Yeah, just just as a disclaimer, if for anyone I sound low, just let me know. I know Mariana was saying that I was sounding a little, so let's speak up. Great. What did you get? 18, right?
Mhm.
He got a nat 20.
Oh,
So
for
he
fuck's
sees
sake.
the
Oof,
stuff.
rip.
She
He
is
rolled
very
well, but
obviously
he rolled better.
avoiding him.
Yeah, he looks at you. Well, yeah, you're not okay, fair. You're not avoiding me. Obviously, definitely weren't in that fountain to just hide away from perhaps running into me. Or the fact that the other day you just ran away without an explanation. No, of course you're not avoiding me. Or the conversation we should be having. You know what? Do have places to be, so
Oh, but back up
you
a
may go
minute.
back to your
I
fountain.
wasn't in the fountain because of
Ow.
you.
Huh?
Back up a minute. I wasn't in the fountain because of you. For your
He
information,
goes,
my friend got poisoned, and I just didn't want to interrupt because they were with the person they liked. She was trying not to give out too much information.
he goes, slow down. Who got poisoned?
My best friend, Simon. So I was worried, but I'm not going to be third wheeling and interrupting
Simon
them.
wakes up.
So no, it wasn't because of you.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then you won't mind talking to me about it now. Do you have somewhere else to be? Kailani.
Oh.
Hmm.
No, but
No, you don't
fine.
want to talk about it?
Fine. What do you want to talk about?
Because forgive me if I'm wrong, but I felt like we had built some sort of rapport together. We would meet up, we would talk to Octavia, but ever since the incident the other day, you've been kind of weirder than usual. Is that? And
Always
you
nice.
can't look me in. Right now, you're still doing it. You're not looking me in the eye. You kind of like
I
you're
don't know
looking
what
at
you're
him, but
talking
not at
about.
him.
Still looking everywhere but him.
Yes. Are we okay? It's all I want to know. And you didn't. I don't think you've been going to see Octavia. She hasn't seen you for at least a day or two.
She bites her lip. Like, she's like, I have been seeing Octavia, but I can't tell him that. She's like, doesn't say anything, just stares awkwardly at the floor, fidgeting. Clearly nervous and floating about a foot off the ground. Kalani's just terrible at hiding her
Absolutely.
emotions.
Don't quit your day job as a potential alchemist.
No, yeah, she would. Terrible, absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Just
Okay. Absolutely. All right. So. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. He looks at you. Well, if you say so. Then he turns to look behind them towards one of the carriages. You feel like he was on his way to see Octavia. Well, I'll leave you to it. I hope your little friend is makes a quick recovery. It's the small island, right?
We have met so many times.
Yeah, that's Vince Quintilius. He doesn't give a shit.
ow.
Then he's like, "Oh yes, he worked on the backdrops. He actually did an excellent job. Simon, right?
Yes.
I wish him the best recovery. He does good work. Anyway, he does like his own little bow and goes, I'm off. You have a good night. in the fountain or otherwise. He goes. And is there anything you want to say to him real quick before we go on a short break? I think we need to take an intermission soon.
No, I don't think she would. She would just look around nervously. She doesn't want like Lorene to be around.
Lorene's not here. Like you look around real quick, there was really no one. Like there was a few people in the distance, kind of, but then no one was close to the fountain. Like, it was just you and him.
She just says, just tell Octavia, give my greetings to Octavia before she turns around to go back to the dorms. She's clearly sad, but she's not gonna go with him.
Okay.
Plus, he said he
He
wanted to
would've
talk to
turned
her
to-
about something and ended up not doing that, so she's confused.
All right. So we'll leave you in a bit of confusion then. I think everyone would be good for a bit of a break, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for keeping up. We will be right back from on Curriculum of Chaos.
Woo!
Yay.
All
Oh,
right.
hi.
Huzzah!
We have returned. And we'll pick up right where we left off. Kailani, you were walking back after your awkward interaction with Quintilius. And Grayson.
Yeah. Would she do that? Yeah, she kind of like watches him go. Like at one point, she stops. She watches him go into the carriage.
Yeah.
Kind of like ends up making sure nobody saw their interaction, and then goes back to her room to sleep in her tank, in her water tank, instead of the fountain. At least it wasn't the teacher. She could have potentially gotten detention. So.
Oh,
That's true.
yes.
Count your
Feeble
blessings.
mind.
Silver linings.
Could have been feeble mind.
Oh my god. I don't see Greencrest caring enough about that to feeble mind. I feel she's
said
like
anything about Greencrest.
stupid, and that she wouldn't care. Who else would feeble mind a student on campus? Let's be honest.
Ooh.
We probably all would.
That's for me to know.
Yeah,
You
but you guys
feeble
don't
mind
have
Astrid if you
access to
could.
that
Right,
spell.
Kai would as well if she had access.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Raz will find someone. Don't worry.
Thank you,
Anyway.
Dave. I will absolutely find someone to do it. Anyway, I like
Never give a challenge to the DM.
never suggest things like that. So, Kalani, you just look around to see if anyone's seen you. Do you go back to the commons?
Yeah, she goes back to her room.
Okay. All right. So, with that, do you think that you would go to bed or make a call on Simon before going to bed, or would you go study, or too much in your mind?
No, she doesn't know whether Simon is already asleep after what happened, whether Luna is still there, so she's not gonna bother Simon. She is going to go. She doesn't have an Do I have? I mean, it doesn't show up on the schedule, but we had magic physiology exam on Monday, so I couldn't have beginning computational magic. And you said Arcana Botany exam is going to be on Thursday, which is when I would have beginning computational magic. When is my beginning computational magic exam? Because she probably would review a bit for that and then go to sleep.
You don't have an exam on Wednesday, do you?
No.
So it's just Thursday. It will be on Wednesday.
Then
No,
she'll
I don't
stay
want to.
reviewing up some of it before going to bed.
All right. Do me
Arcana?
Arcana. Yeah, Arcana, please.
Guidance. Ah!
Flat.
Wow, a billion. 1 second. She 28. No, 30. Yeah, 30. For Arcana.
30.
Just a
What
30.
do you? Wow, it just feels like to give you a student die for a 30 is a bit disrespectful.
Well, I rolled 19, guidance 3, and I have a +8. So.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna roll it. If you roll really high, if you're a smarty pants like Kalani, if you roll something stupidly high like a 30, you're gonna have the student die and advantage on the roll, but only on one roll.
Okay.
One roll.
I'll mark that shit.
Again, it feels just too disrespectful to give. Oh, that a 30? Cute. Have a D4. Alright. Good stuff. Yeah, you're good. You nail it. You got everything ready. You got your. I assume Kailani has like. How does she start? Like sticky notes or like how does she? What's her
She
method?
just memorizes.
Highlighter.
Yeah. She just like reads it out loud to herself, and just because she's hearing it, she's memorizing it.
Yeah. So you basically get the theorems, the calculations, and the incantation, and any other components for silent image down pat. Like that's what the exam is on, basically. How to recreate a silent image spell.
All right.
Yeah, you feel like you're absolutely going to impress Professor Greencrest.
That's
And
the main
I will add in the month that's gone past, something I should have mentioned before. Do you remember how she said she'll keep an eye on you because you have the deck? It was how she managed to convince the rest of the deans. There is times that she would come and check on you, and you probably might have been able to study it, like get some of that insight from her a little bit. It's up to you.
Yeah, no,
but
100%. She would get as much info out of Professor Greencrest as possible.
Okay.
Like, not... Like, sometimes pushing maybe a little too much, because Kailani and personal boundaries is, like, not aware.
What are they?
Yeah, she just... What are those? But... Definitely trying to get as much out of the interactions with Greencrest as possible for her magic.
Yeah. And I would also say, because you recently gained, as above tail, but Kailani recently just gained like a proficiency in Arcana, right?
I got expertise, yeah.
Oh,
when we
that-
got to 4th level,
Expertise.
I got skill expert, and I got expertise in Arcana, yes.
Yeah. So there was, so during some of these study sessions, Professor Greencrest sort of literally like drooled that into like, she'd be like, no, not like that. No, it's blurry. No, try. And she would have just like, every time you got it wrong, she would have like smacked you like behind the head, like trying it again, nope. It just spoke, it would have spent some time just trying to correct, and until you finally got it down pat. And Kailani, that all comes to a head now as you score your big 30 on your Arcana check with us, so you are good to go for the exam.
Then she'll go to sleep. Happily.
All right. So I believe
Oh
everyone
boy.
is good to rest. Just bring her. All right, yeah, so that no one else has anything to do or say for today, you may all take your long rest.
Hey.
I have a question. Does Luna leave at some point, or do we fall asleep writing music?
That's adorable.
That is adorable. I would say that you both lose track of time, and then the next one moment you're having a good time. She's like, "That is so rad," and the next moment you're waking up. You're looking around, and you look, and she's also she's like lying next to you. She seems to have curled up, and you see she still had the sheets in her hand, like the music sheets. She was still she fell asleep reading them to you.
Okay. She Does she have an exam today?
Yes, history of magic and art.
What time
Yeah.
is that?
9 a.m. 8 a.m. 9
Okay.
a.m. is the first one.
Because I don't have my exam until noon. So my alarm's not set until like 10.
Oh,
50.
Luna.
I was going to say till 11:30.
Oh, no.
All right. Dave, could you mute for a minute? Because I think we're getting an echo from you. Let's see if that fixed it. Thank you.
Maybe.
Did it help?
Unless it's me.
I
Echo.
I think it was that. But...
It's just Ash, just like
It's just Ash saying echo.
trolling Merton.
Echo, echo, echo.
Chat, let
I
us know if
appreciate it.
that's better, please.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, so yeah, Luna's still asleep, and I rolled for it, and yeah, she might be running a little bit late for it.
Oh, no.
Okay. I am going to did Guide come back at some point to recharge, or did he stay with Sharpbeak?
He did, but as you kind of look around, he's at a charging port.
Okay, I'm gonna go over. Guide. Poke, 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 poke. Guide.
You see, there's like nothing. It's kind of like Battle Droid style, kind of like he's tucked in, like, and then you poke, 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 and he stuff. There's a wearing sound. He goes good.
I'm already
And you're
shushing
like,
him, yeah.
yeah, you're like duh, duh, duh. And he's like, morning. He says it really quietly.
Okay.
Why are we whispering?
'Cause Luna's asleep. Can you take this note to Professor Sharpbeak, please?
Okay. Why?
Here. Just do it. Go, 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 go. Quick.
Okay.
Thank you.
And he goes to break out into a run, and then he goes, oh, and he starts to like
Clang, 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 clang. Yeah.
clang, 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 clang.
Goes the trolley.
And Luna just goes, oh, she gets back. She gets up. What? And he just sees Guide in the middle of trying to sneak out.
Okay, just go.
Morning! And just runs. She gets up. She goes, oh, what time is it? And she gets up. Oh, she picks up the notes, and she like puts on her shoes, and she like goes,
Sorry, my class isn't until noon. I didn't set my alarm until 10, and then we fell asleep, and I forgot you had a test this
oh
morning.
my, OMG. She goes, okay, I need to go. I'm super late. She gets up. She goes, I love what we've done. Great progress. I'm sorry. And she's like, it's like she's stumbling along.
Yeah.
Trips a few times, she's like trying to put on her black heeled boot. Like she's like gives up on it and just like drops it, picks it up, and like goes to the door. She goes, it was great, and she like slams the door and runs.
Yeah. I sent Guide with a note to Sharpbeak. Basically just saying, hey, I wasn't feeling good after the poisoning yesterday, so Luna stayed to take care of me, and that's why she's late for class. Can you give her a note? So maybe she can like retake her test or something.
That's adorable.
Okay. That is great. All right, noted. All right, so what else is up for Simon? Are you going to go and meet with anyone?
Well, you can. That was just for when we woke up. But if you want to do the others because their class was earlier than mine, and then
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So those that have an earlier start to your day, you may all rise up. All right. So
Yeah.
I'll be up early anyway, regardless of whether I had an early start or not.
Yeah. So I believe that it's Merton and Ash, and Palani obviously has a different exam for computational magic.
Mm-hmm.
So Ash.
Yeah, mine's 8 a.m.
All right, Ash. So you may do some rolls, please. As you make you're nice and early. You're on time, and you sit down for your exam. You may head and roll me some history. Arcana.
Probably a student die just in case. All right. How well we do? Well, it's actually pretty good. 18.
18. You ace the multiple choice.
That was without a student die.
Yeah. You easily. It's almost like you could have done this with your eyes closed. You memorize this time and time again, like the theories behind the basics of income, and it's just standard for you. Like you're able to answer all the questions without too much trouble. And do me another roll for your essay.
Okay. Yeah, this is history of art and magic, I think, today.
History of art and magic. My bad. I looked at the schedule.
Okay. That's
Wrong
great.
subject.
Ooh. I'm going to use a student die on that one. 15.
See? All right.
Take off student die. Glad I have
able.
First one was an at one.
The focus of this of the essay is basically the early foundings of Strixhaven and like the times in Arcadia. It's just a lot of dates.
Gotcha.
A lot of it which you kind of gleaned from your books from the founders and all that. It was all interconnected. You did very well. You passed your exam. In fact, you ace it. Well done. You are free to do as you wish. Merton, I guess that brings us to you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd head towards Mr. Lindquist after that.
Okay. We'll just do the exams
question.
real quick.
Does Merton also have history of magic and art?
No.
I think it's just me.
Does Merton just have archaeomancy?
Mine's archaeomancy.
Which isn't until noon, right?
Right, okay.
But we're doing the exams first, and then we'll real quick.
Yep.
Oh
we
boy.
don't have other classes according to you. We have just the
Yeah.
exams,
So the only other one that has a morning class would be Kai, right?
I wouldn't have a morning class because
I thought you had your test today.
Oh, yeah, that's true. When would mine be? Good question. Good point.
It'll be about the same, like a similar time. So we'll get to.
It would be first thing
go
in the
back
morning.
to-
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. Go
All right,
Merton.
So Merton. Do me. It would be history.
Just a straight.
How about you? Yeah.
Yep. Okay. That'll be a 14. Rolled an 8 for the 6 modifier.
14 is an ace, I think.
Yeah. No, it's a pass. You got the basics of alchemy down. It definitely helped that Professor Ghostforge has been helping you with your connection to answers. You touched upon a lot about that. It has a lot to do with well, some of it seems to be relevant to the topic. So you aced the multiple choice for introduction to archaeomancy. Yeah. And the second part is more theory.
More the theory. Is that another history?
Yes.
Oh, that'll be an 18.
18. Professor Ghostforce is going to be proud of you, Martin. You have done very well. I believe archaeomancy is also... Oh, it's Osgear. Professor Osgear. Well, obviously Ghostforce could have coached you on it, but Osgear, I'll bring him up. is the professor for that one. Yes, but you are absolutely have no trouble with your exam. You're able to not only get the multiple choice, but you're able to run an essay that's comprehensive and shows understandings of your subject quite well. Yeah, so you have aced your exam too. Well done. Congrats.
I think that's the first time
Nice.
I've seen that image. He's cool looking. I don't think I've seen
Well, let's get
Oscar before.
okay.
Oh, he's cool looking.
He is.
Specializes
Really interesting.
in all things connected to acumancy. He's actually well renowned for his ability to duplicate artifacts and magical art. He's a
Nice.
master of duplicative restoration, which helps with his studies into history. And his main motto, and Merton, it rings through your head as you ace this exam. You're like, history does belong to us all. That's his quote. History belongs to us all. He would shout that every time, like through it in class. Like sometimes at the start, sometimes in the middle of the class, sometimes at the end. But that was his motto every single time.
I will. Yes. I will just go and sit in the sun for a few minutes and just collect myself, and then go off and find some food. Either.
All right. Right. Now, Kalani, real quick,
Did Simon
exam,
already
what?
do theirs?
No, I don't know what order we're doing things
Yeah,
in.
because Merton's was archaeomancy, so it was the same as yours. So I thought
Yeah.
we both were doing the same
No,
together.
because we're doing it like like initiative. Ash, Merton, Kailani, and then it's gonna
Kailani
go
would have
back
been
up to
first
Simon.
then.
Yeah, that's not how we rolled initiative. It
Yeah.
was
Kailani
I
was
would have
21st.
been
Kailani, one second.
Kailani had
finished.
21. Yeah.
Because Kailani was at the top, so I thought we did Simon. Simon hasn't done his exam technically. He was going to do
no.
it. And
But
then
we
I
ended
went
with
to Ash
you.
Merton. So
Yeah.
Simon, actually Simon,
Before
you
break.
could do it, sure, just to keep it all organized.
Sure.
Simon, Ash,
This
Merton,
is
then-
not going to go well. Simon, first of all, did not study, and second of all, is not proficient.
And Simon's mind's on other things.
No, Simon's trying. Simon's just not good at this. Well, we'll find out.
Simon is
Cool.
trying.
You could roll well.
Nope.
Oh,
So bad.
You do have 2 reroll points.
I'm going to have to use one. I cannot leave that there. That's so bad. I have to use one.
This is
Okay,
for
that's
your
better. That's better.
This is for Arcanobotany, correct?
No, this is for archaeomancy.
Archaeomancy as well. Okay.
The same class that Merton's in.
All right. Yeah. Good.
So I got a 13.
13's respectable.
Yeah.
Despite not studying, you still managed to scrape by on the multiple choice. The good thing is just the basics. You may go ahead and roll again for the second part of the exam.
Terrible. Well, I'll add a student die. I don't want to use a reroll for it. I'll add a student die, though. Yeah, cool. Yeah, of course it's a fucking 1. Wow, it sucks. It's a 10.
You passed.
I passed. It's not pretty.
Yeah, so you get okay, multiple choice, and then you get to the main part of the theory, and you just go blank. You look at the question, you're like, huh? The page. All you can think of right now is Luna.
This test isn't pretty.
Luna.
Luna's pretty. This test sucks.
I can
Yeah,
imagine.
you're like.
I can imagine
looking
Merton
around.
comes out of the same exam, turns to Simon. What did you do for this answer? She's like, I didn't see that question. You didn't turn the paper over? It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. What'd you get for this answer? 42? This is history class. Wow. 1942? I don't know.
Why did you answer question 20? There were 20? That was only 15. You didn't turn the page?
I just circled A for all of them.
Always
Roll up
go
all of
for
them.
C if you don't know the answer.
Poor
So
Simon.
yeah, Simon, you.
I think
Simon did his little buddy best. Archaeomancy is not his class.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You just go like it is. I don't know the basic principles of alchemy. What? Oh yeah, that was fun. You're looking about Luna like she was vibing with you. You're like okay. And then Merton asks you, so what'd you go for this answer? You're like, huh?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
What, you didn't answer that? Okay. It looks like you've got something else in your mind, so.
I should be better at Arcanobotany tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Does that help?
Merton, you would notice that during the exam, if you glance towards Simon, at times he would have just been like bobbing his little head kind of to like some rhythm.
Yeah.
That's all you'd be
what
like.
he's
Huh?
doing.
That's what all he was doing. Like at point, like he wasn't even writing, and he was just like bobbing his little head,
Yeah.
like half of the exam. Okay.
Memories of last night come to mind. Not for me, for him.
Yeah.
But I would have been concerned if you knew what was happening. He's just like
Yeah.
No, yeah, not
crying
me.
on Simon.
No.
Merton is really focused on what happened with Simon and Luna last night.
No.
Okay.
Can safely say, yeah. I don't want to become
You
a
both-
stalker, no.
Yeah, so you, but yeah, so
That's
would you go eat with Merton after the exam, or would you just go chill by yourself?
Actually, no. Actually,
Merton's like, oh.
12, it's 1-ish, right? Because it lasts an hour. Yeah, I'll go eat with Merton. Yeah, I'll go eat with Merton.
Yeah.
Of course I will.
All right. So as you go, real quick, as you go to sit down with Merton and eat with her, Luna will run up to you, and she looks a little disheveled, but she looks a little bit more relieved. She'll be like, she goes, all right, I'll go. Okay. She's like, I'm gonna be able to take my tests later. Once I'm done, did you want to get everyone to go to the cafe?
Okay,
She looks.
sure.
Okay, good.
I sent Sharpbeak a note saying that I was still injured from yesterday, so I was hoping she would extend your test or something.
I know. I know. She told me that guy just broke into her office and gave her a note.
Yeah.
Love you for it. Thank you. She gives you a little peck on the head.
Okay.
Matthew, you see that? He's like, okay.
Okay.
So it just puffs up. Okay.
I will, yeah. Do I want to become the third wheel?
She looks up at me and she goes, yeah, you're all free to come. I'm going to go see if I can find Kalani and Ash, unless you tell them first. And she's going to go, all right, bye.
Yeah. Bye. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah,
Merton, you've met her.
I'm just being facetious.
Doesn't really, yeah.
She does
has
the
much
music
rapport
at
with
the
her.
bar.
Simon says this, still looking at the back of Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, Merton, stop embarrassing me.
Faster.
I will just raise an eyebrow and look at Simon.
He just starts kicking his little legs under the table.
I will
Alright,
not
so as
pursue it any further.
Kicks his little legs under the table. Meanwhile, Kailani,
Let's see how well
It
she
is
did on her
time
third
to
exam. You
sit
said
up and do some computational magic.
it would be Arcana, right?
Yes.
Boring.
Okay. So the first roll was a 26, and that was not with advantage.
Okay. you're able to easily pick apart the multiple
Thanks.
choice about how the silent image, how it works, what it does. Basically, does it do like it? You're able to get through it pretty quick. Your next part is the
Performance? Or is it the same arcana?
Yours is going to be a little bit. Actually, that's a good point. Yours is going to be Arcana and Performance.
Yeah, so the
Professor
second one is
Greencrest
performance, right?
It will be. It will be another Arcana then Performance.
Oh, okay. So many rolls. I'll use.
Actually, no. You know what? Just the Performance is fine. Arcana Performance. You already done it.
Alright, I'll use the advantage on this one because that was shit. And use a student die. Okay, that's a 22. That's better. No, 21.
Yeah. So after you get to the multiple choice, it's time to actually. The room is like kind of clear. Like the people, like students are called up to go to the front of the classroom, and Professor Greencrest, it just towering over them, goes, "Begin," and they'll be like, and they like try their attempts at silent image, right, to see if they can actually do it, if they know the principles, if they know the equations for it, and one by one they go up until it's your turn to go up after you've done your multiple choice and some of the theory behind it. So, Kailani, I need you to describe to me what your silent image is going to be. And then you're going to roll to see. Oh, you don't need to roll. It's a first level spell, but I guess it would be part of the performance roll. But what is the thing that you will project with silent image?
She would probably project a like almost not herself performing, but like a performance of another Triton doing like water dancing with the what'd you call it, the geometrical patterns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like a full-on performance of water dancing. Someone else, not her, but someone else she's seen, or that she came up with, one or the other, really.
Okay. And what was your performance roll again?
21.
21. You see, Professor Greencrest looks at it for a good while after you project it. You kind of like showing it to everyone. Well, acceptable. And she turns away. For her, acceptable is like
it's such an honor, yeah.
Compared to some people that, especially like Cataras, who went up and tanked it the first time, and she just looked at him like an insect. This is great. This is progress. So yeah, you pass with flying colors your computational magic exam. And it's at this point that I would say, unless, correct me if I'm wrong, that all of you would probably either meet up or do something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, real quick, tell me what everyone is doing. Like, we'll start with you, Kalani, after you finish your exam. Where do you go?
I'm just checking on Wednesday if I have anything. No. Kailani would probably be going back to, going to have lunch at the cafeteria, and then meet up with Grayson at some point in the afternoon, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
From 2 to 4 for the entrepreneurs of Strixhaven to go over the perfume she's doing and the next steps and all that, the weekly report to Professor Frayne, and then go and work on her perfumes in her bedroom.
All right, so that's great. I'm just trying to say, yeah, Grayson just gives you an update on what you need to And he's like, so far so good. Professor Fane has no complaints. In fact, you're on pretty much a fast track to getting this up and running properly. Congrats. I'll go put the paperwork through, and you should be good. He seems a little bit distracted. He's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
This is aside from.
Can you just not tell anyone about what happened yesterday?
He nods. I wasn't planning to gossip, of course.
Well, you say that, but you're the one that does the gossip column at the Strixhaven Star, so I'm just...
Bitch.
He smiles because he's like, well played. No, that is your private affair. I'm not. If you request me not to talk about it, I won't. I respect it.
Please, thank you. There's already a lot of rumors going around, and they're not all true, and yeah.
It's okay. He goes, I will come up with something else for Professor Talonrock. He smiles. Right, I should go put these through. Well done. Good job.
No worries. See you later.
Yeah. So, not sure if you've been doing this. Do you want to roll to see how well you...
We
This will be
rolled
like
for
a
the
3
month,
batch.
but not for this week, so yeah, I'll do an alchemy roll.
Yeah, go for it.
That was not great. 1 second, let me look at my modifier. That was a 15.
Okay. Would you be still making the same stuff for now?
She's making like experimenting with different scents and having like 5 perfumes of like whenever she makes enough for 5 little vials. So she's just experimenting. Right now she's got 14 different
Fantastic.
scents. So like that times 5, so should be doing some more.
Okay. So as you leave Grand Lop Hall from Silver Quill, and you start making your way back to the Commons, you see Luna run up to you. Like she kind of like catches you, like let's say on your way back to your common room.
Hi,
She goes-
Luna.
She goes, hey. She seems almost a little bit out of breath. Good, I found you. She goes, I have to run because I need to go take my exam. Well, again, technically. After I'm done, did you want to meet at the cafe, Farjolt Cafe? Have you been there? With Simon, the one I went to with Simon?
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
come?
sure. I haven't been there, no.
Okay, great. She goes, I wasn't going to take no for an answer anyway. Let your other friends know. And
Okay.
she goes, all right, gotta go, run. She goes, gotta go. And she goes,
When?
bye. Gone.
She didn't tell me when, right? Like, we're meeting. When?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I realized that as well. She did not tell us when we were supposed to be meeting her.
You kind of get, like she didn't say when, but like in the afternoon, but when, like because she's after her exam. When is that? We'll see. We'll see if you guys find out the time.
Kailani, if that's the case, after she would go back for maybe an hour to put another perfume to do, and then she'd take her notes to write on her notes and wait at the Firehole Cafe for them to show up for how long it takes, I guess.
Yeah, I also go wait at the Fire Jolt Cafe
Oh.
and I start studying for my Arcanobotany test the next day. Because I don't know how long I'm supposed to be waiting, but I just wait until she gets there.
Yeah, once I see Simon...
It's the constant. Every 5 minutes, look over your shoulder, look around.
Every time the door clings, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kailani would probably join Simon and study with them because she also has Arcanobotany the next day. So.
yeah, we have Arcanobotany the next day. Does Mina work at the Fire Jolt Cafe?
Yes. Ramon
Okay.
at the start did the confusion between the cafeteria and the Firehole Cafe. Firehole Cafe is where
She works at both, okay? But yeah, she
Okay.
mainly works at Farjolt.
I'm gonna give Mina a gold piece, and tell her that as soon as she sees um
Luna.
yeah, I'm tired. As soon as she sees Luna in the building, to bring her one of the signature Strix lattes, because that's what she got last time.
All right.
Minus the chocolate.
Well, that was in the bonbon, not the
This is
latte.
Minus the
No chocolate sprinkles.
Technically, I have the anti-poison. I could take the chocolate.
True.
I won't
You
today,
do.
but
Build up a tolerance.
yeah.
You have the antitoxin.
But I will do that while we're waiting and while we're studying together. I guess Kai and I study together because we have the same class tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. You see, Mina goes. Can I get you? Can you get you both anything else? She looks at you and Kailani.
I don't know what you have. I've never been here before.
Oh yeah, Kailani just like
Kailani's kind of like, I don't know.
cozy cafe.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, she goes. Of course, and she goes here, and she gives you one of the menus she was like carrying with her.
Okay, I'll have a Strix Delight and a white tea with peach.
It was a good choice. You got good taste. All right, coming up. Looks at Simon. Are we okay? All right.
I think maybe I'll get the Skull Crusher espresso shot. I'm sleepy today.
She looks at you. You do look a little tired. Did your exam go okay?
No, I did not do good. I passed, but barely.
She smiles.
I'm not good at
She goes-
history.
She goes, I've been there. Trust me. Second year is. I'm not gonna try and dishearten you. It does get a little bit iffier. You know what? My treat. On the house. She could to get you a free coffee.
Thanks, Mina.
You're welcome.
She's so nice. I say to Kai.
Yeah. Kai, who was just good.
Yeah, Kai who left.
I'm here.
I just laughed.
Just
You're like, look, Kalani?
No, Kai is just, thanks. How much do I owe you again? I don't know how much I owe her. 1 copper plus 5 copper. Okay, cool.
1 copper.
I will.
6 copper. Math.
Yay, math.
Yay.
Woo.
Even I can do that.
So, as Nina takes the orders and shouts Simon a free Skull Crusher, Ash, I would say that perhaps somewhere along the way you met up with Merton.
I was going to say that's what I would like to try and find Ash, try and drag him to the fight.
I had a feeling you might. So if that's what you were thinking, then
yeah,
you would find Ash.
that's what I was very much. Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I will just turn to Ash and just turn around and say to him quietly, or as quietly as I can, I am still trying to get into the restricted section for you, but I'm working on it.
Oh, that's yeah. I do appreciate that. There's no rush. I have lots of things on the mind right now.
But yeah, I'm working on it. I think my size may count against me, but
Yeah, that's okay. I'd rather you not lose your job over it. If you get my...
Don't worry. Yeah, I do. But I did bump into Grace and Windermere as I was trying to get in. So that's a mystery.
I think you're going to find him in all sorts of fun places. He's a little
Finger in many
rambunctious,
pies,
ambitious. Yeah, I think he's got his own plans. But
yeah,
when you're in charge of a newspaper, you kind of, I don't know if he actually has access to there. Did it look like he was supposed to be there?
I don't think he was. No, but he did give me a little gift and some advice. But that's a mystery for another time.
What type of gift?
He gave me some
He doesn't
dust of
seem the
disappearance.
sort.
No. So he did give me a dust of disappearance. Some dust of disappearance.
That is
So it wouldn't
strange.
surprise me if he, I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of scenario at some point in the future.
Well, I'll leave that to you, but
Yeah, I still got a bit of a
maybe
ways
hold
to
on
go,
to it.
but yeah, I'm not. I was just feeling my way. So it's just if you're still busy with other things, then that's fine.
I'm just
I'm
headed
in
to
no
Mr.
rush
Lindquist. I have
either.
an
So.
idea that I need him to figure out if it'll work for me.
That can wait. Come on, Ash. We need to go grab. We need to meet the others at the fire, Joel. We've got an invitation.
Okay, I will meet you there. I need to get this off my brain.
Okay,
won't be
but
long.
you promise? You promise?
Yes.
And Ash just like stands there, this imposing Minotaur just looks at you, puts his hands on his hips. You promise?
I promise.
And none
This
of
won't
your
take long.
and none of your mysterious shenanigans of changing identity either.
Well, no, I should be okay with that later. I'll be fine.
No. Okay, I'll catch
All
up with
depends
you.
on the
We'll see you
answer I
later
get.
then.
Okay.
All right, and we'll go our separate ways.
Alright, so Ash then, we'll go with Ash first real quick. So as you both go your separate ways, Ash, you make your way to Mr. Lindquist.
I do.
His fantabulous shop.
It is a great shop.
Lindquist
Even though he's
Luxurious Emporium.
he's an oddball, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's a little eccentric, but you know.
All great geniuses are. Look at Willy Wonka.
Yeah,
Or
they
mad
say
scientists.
that genius and madness are the same, the opposite sides of the same coin.
Yep.
So you walk into the shop, and he is tidying up a shelf. He's like, "Oh, perfect!" And he's like setting up his mannequins. Like, and he sees you. He goes, "Ah, yes. How are we today? Can I
I'm
get you
good.
anything?"
Well, more of a question for you. This is an odd one. My little friend here, I'm going to point to my inkling. Is there any way of making him smarter? I've gotten quite attached to it. His name is Walter. I didn't name him. But I have uses for him, and I just don't know if you have anything that would work on him or not to make him just a little bit smarter.
He like strokes his chin. Like,
I'm on a little bit of a budget, so I'm hoping you're in a, I am working for the school newspaper, so if you have any like sale items or any specials, or if you want to do some free advertising, I'd be happy to help you with that.
Oh, the Strixhaven star! You're moving up in the world.
Trying to.
Tell me, are you good friends with Mr. Wildmere?
Working companion.
Okay.
Should have said yes.
Not yet.
Okay. Well,
more of a boss. He's kind of more my senior right now, so I'll say friends, but more co-workers. I haven't been there long.
Okay. Well, there is something that could help you with your inquiry. If you wish your inkling, Walter, did you say?
Yes. I don't know if it would work on his type of.
Normally no, but it could be modified. Have you ever heard of a band of intellect before? It helps those that are not quite intellectually available. Trust me, like politically correct. Trust me, avoid saying stupid.
Particular, no. I've read about how magic items work, but I've only got a couple, and I've never really delved into that yet.
Well, yes. Well, you have some items that can be modified to be used by the usual clientele. Can be arranged if you're an acquaintance of Mr. Wadmere. It might even cost you a little less. Tell me, are you interested in something like that, or are you looking for something a little less grandiose?
No, that actually I think would work, but would it work, and is it a good idea?
We're only limited by our imagination. He smiles. You kind of feel like not answering the question, but
Mm-hmm.
it can work. He smiles.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
All right. Then let's get down to the finer aspects of how much and what do you like for it?
Okay. Let me look at my paperwork real quick. Headband of intellect, and just the one looks at the.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think I need it. Maybe as a gift later for one of my siblings, but
Well, yes, we could probably arrange that as well. Oh yeah, have a quick look at my list. Probably could do you a deal for being an acquaintance. So, if you were if you could perhaps do me a little favor, do you think you can do a spot of advertising for me?
easily done. I'd be happy to even draw it up for you if you need me to. Unless I would assume you already have some sort of business card or something in mind.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. And he pulls like a stack of these business cards on his desk and passes them to you. Everyone you meet, I want you to hand this to them with a bright smile and tell them where you got it from and why it was a pleasant and astonishing experience.
I could do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Easily done.
Fantastic.
Tells everyone to stay away.
Run.
This guy sucks.
This
He's
place,
crazy.
yeah, don't go to.
So, headband of intellect. And we'll have a quick look. And he'll do you a special price. So normally it's about 450, but if you're doing me a solid, if you do the advertising, you can have it on retainer and you can pay it back in installments. How does that sound?
How much for just the one and done?
He pulls out like this, the equivalent of pay by four, like a contract.
Yeah.
He just puts it on the table.
How much for just the one and done? I got a little bit of money.
Just up front?
Yes.
Okay. Again, if you're going to do the advertisement for me, I just need to run the numbers real quick. Just do me like a general charisma check.
An 11. Should have rolled real dice.
Nothing extravagant, but it's still okay. I tell you what, you can have it for $250 as long as you do your job with the advertising.
He just took 200 gold off?
Sure did. I will hold out my hand and say deal and hand him over 250.
Okay. But I must make this clear. You would be doing this for at least 2 weeks for me. How's that sound? It's a bit of work.
In between exams, I would be happy to.
Okay, good. Excellent. So basically, he's basically technically hired you for this, so he's kind of
Yeah,
like the
that's
other
fine.
half of company.
Yep.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Well, give me a few days, at least 2 days, and I'll have that
Okay.
done for you, modified to the specifications.
Yeah, I figured you'd have to measure his head and all that. If you could make it
he does that now.
adjustable, so just in case I need to maybe borrow it too.
All right. And he
Perfect.
goes over and immediately starts like measuring the ink, like Walter's head. Yeah, all good. All right. Yes, I will notify you when that's done. I would say about 2 days.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right, Walter. Let's go find Martin and the
All right.
gang.
All right. So, Ash, you make your way to Virgil Cafe.
Perfect.
It's already
Joys
starting
of not
to
spending
fill
my
up.
initial money when we first started school.
Paid off, yeah?
Yeah.
Literally. All right, so you make it just in time to see Luna coming up the walkway as well. She sees you. She goes, oh, you're Simon's friend. Is he already here? She looks at you. Up and down.
Just getting here, so I'm assuming maybe. I haven't seen
Oh,
Simon
great.
since I heard that he was sick.
She goes, yeah, that was my bad. Also, my bad part 2, I didn't tell them what time, so they might have been waiting for me for a while, so I think we should just go in now. She's like, goes inside.
Okay.
Speaking of,
I'll hold the door open for it.
before they get there, how much time did pass?
That's a good question.
Because we were studying, so.
Yeah.
Let's roll a.
And is
How long
that
before your
Astrid on the
turn?
table, like on the couch next to us?
Roll me a cheeky D4. Let's see how long it took for her to.
Cheeky before.
How long you been?
Mm-hmm.
2.
2 hours.
You were there for like 2 hours before she finally walks out.
Okay, so we did manage to get some studying in.
You got some studying done, so you could go ahead and add like a D4.
Okay.
At that point, maybe like
How long did it take before your brain?
Before what?
Your brain melted. You cut out.
No, it's botany. It's fine. We're good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both like
We're
it.
okay with botany.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merton would have showed up perhaps near the end of your study session.
I would have, yeah. Just grab the coffee as well.
Hi, Martin. Do you have Arcana Botany tomorrow too?
What's that?
Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no then. At least I
No,
hope so,
I'm
because
not
then
sure
you
what-
haven't been in class.
No. No, not for me.
Do you have any exams tomorrow?
I don't believe I do.
Oh, that's nice, a day off. Yay!
Yes. Oh, yay. Yep. So how's the studying going? And I'll look at Kai and Simon.
I had an espresso.
And he's just literally bouncing.
Yeah, and Kailani,
it's like he's
had
under
like,
it.
yeah, Kailani had calming tea, so Kailani's like, I'm okay.
No, but it's just like it's like Simon's under the effect of a haste spell without the spell.
Just a little, yeah.
They kind of switch.
Yeah.
Simon is now hyperactive. Kailani is calm.
What's happened to you, Simon? You're just what? What's going on? What have I missed apart from you studying?
I had an espresso.
That would explain it. And I'm just trying to keep up with the constant movement and then giving up because it's
And then Simon gets
Is it
tired because it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, at this point,
the caffeine crash happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Mina comes by the table. She goes, "That might have been my fault." Hi, welcome to the Fragile Cafe. She looks at you, Merton. Here, have a menu.
Oh, thank you. Let's have a look. Wow. I will have just a citrus tea, thank you, and a nice calming tea.
All right, coming out. Are you both? She looks at Simon, who's like looking a little tired. Looks at Kailani. Are you both okay? Can I get you anything else? No.
1 second.
Simon was like, huh?
Do you
No, I
recommend
think,
anything that is like it's okay? I'll have an angel brew. It's calming, right? I'll have that.
It's calming and sweet, of course. She takes down the note, like the order. Anything else?
Maybe an ember apricot jelly. That
Done.
sounds yummy.
Yeah, she like this. Yes, I recommend it. She writes it
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And she smiles at all three of you and like goes, place the order.
I will turn around to Kailani and say jokingly, so what's this I hear about you consorting with our mortal enemy, i.e. Quintilius?
Simon whips around. Yeah.
It's not true. Like we only met up. At
He's got a
night.
very unserious look on his face.
She's
He's
like,
just
"It's
doing
not
it for the
true."
reaction.
Simon is very serious.
Yeah. She's like, it's not true. We only met up every night to rehearse, and he would help me with my dancing, and I would help him with
Uh-huh.
the acting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you met up every night to practice. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I just
What?
yeah,
It's
that's
not, we're not dating. He said it as well. Like, why? I don't know why the rumors are still going on.
well. I mean, the fact that you disappear off together every night.
We don't
You can't-
anymore. I stopped going.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
clearly
Can I-
sorry about this information.
Yeah,
Insight
can
check
I
that.
do an insight check on Kai to see if, first of all, if she's telling the truth that they're not dating, because I'm still not convinced. And second, if she's upset that they're not dating or upset about the rumors.
Upset that they're not dating. 100%. I don't think I even need to roll anything for this. I think it's pretty
Go
obvious.
ahead.
21.
100% upset. It's not about the rumors. She's upset that they're not dating. She's definitely telling the truth.
And then I will turn to Simon and just
How did
equally.
things go with Luna? Sorry. Go on.
What was I going to say? What were you going to say?
No, you go
Sorry.
first. You go first.
No, and then I will turn to Simon and say, just as jokingly, and and what about you and Luna?
We've had
Obviously, I
2
think-
dates.
2?
Hmm.
And what did I hear about you getting ill?
I did get a little poisoned.
Poisoned?
Yeah, I got a little food poisoning. I'm not supposed to eat chocolate. I ate chocolate. I'm fine.
That is
Well, she said the bonbons were her favorite, and I didn't want to not eat the favorite, so then I ate one, and then it was fine for a little while, and then I had to go to the nurse.
yeah.
But then she came to my room last night, and she took care of me, and we worked on a song together, and then we fell asleep, and then she missed her test, and then I had my test, and it went okay. Oh, shoot, I'm getting a phone call from work. So sorry.
That's what she went? Wow.
Kailani
She woke up to a phone call from work?
Yeah, Kailani is scandalized that Luna missed an exam. Like this, she was super happy for Simon. She's like, she did what?
What?
Eyes pop out of her head.
Yeah, 100% eyes pop out of her face. Like,
And then, Kai had an exam as well today, didn't she?
Mhm.
Yes, yeah. So I'll ask how her exam went.
it went
Probably
really
fully
well.
fully expecting that she's probably aced it, knowing her.
It went really well. Wait, Catarus didn't do very good, but Professor Greencrest said acceptable. That was the best thing she said to any of us.
And I'm like, knowing what I know of Professor Greencrest, which isn't much, it's more about her reputation. I'm just saying, the fact that you got an acceptable from her is probably the best you're gonna get.
I'm happy. It went well.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
I would assume by now Ash probably is there.
Coming over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made it,
giving-
Mr. Blackfang. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I told you I was coming.
Did you
Luna has
get the-
trying to get drinks.
sorry.
That's right.
Did you get the answer to your question?
I think so, but I'm gonna still check around. But yeah, it was a good endeavor. By the way,
Okay.
if you haven't seen Mr. Lindquist in a while and you'd like to, here's his business card. I'll hand Martin a business card.
Clearly takes it confused.
I'll
Already
hand
starting.
one to.
Here.
Oh, yep. I will hand one to
So-
Kalani too.
I could just imagine this being really a flamboyant, like the really curly
Flamboyant,
cursive writing,
beautiful.
and just like
Yeah.
and the Groff
Exactly.
Lundquist, Taylor at large.
Hello at large. This is Lindquist Luxurious Emporium. You feel like as you're reading it, you can hear his voice in your head, and you
Yeah.
realize that the card has actually got a magic mouth spell on it, and it's actually saying it to you.
Yeah.
As you read it.
Okay.
If you need anything, tell them I sent you, and you'll get probably like a 10% discount for repeated service, and all that fun stuff.
I'm gonna need more vials soon, so I'll go there and do it.
Excellent. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and I don't know if Walter here needs anything, but I'll see what he needs to. I don't know if Inkling needs to eat or drink.
Give it
I'll
some
just-
oil.
Just easy.
I'll take a look at the
I was gonna
menu
say-
and just look at him and go, if you need anything, just point and I'll get it for you. Point at the
I was
pictures.
just going to say, he probably just needs to stick his head in an ink pot.
But I'm going to get a black coffee and a black tea and whatever Walter wants.
Okay, sorry. What
No,
happened?
you're fine.
Luna
I'm-
is
I'm at
arriving
the-
with Ash.
Okay.
Yeah, Ash is buying
wasn't gonna drink.
coffee and tea for himself and whatever Walter
Okay.
wants.
And Kailani
And
was
did-
absolutely scandalized that Luna missed her exam. Like, she was super happy for Simon, and then she went,
And did Mina remember to get Luna her latte when she saw her come in?
Yeah. So
Okay.
as Ash kind of goes off to get his order, that's when Luna comes in, and you see she's already got the latte on her. And she goes, "I am so sorry, but thank you so much. This hit the spot." She's already taking a sip from it. She says, "I hope you haven't been waiting too long." She looks at both of
2
you.
hours.
It's okay. We were studying for our test tomorrow, so it's
no.
fine. No, it's fine. It's okay.
I'm sorry. My mind is. I'm still frazzled because I don't. it's
You
just-
like
it's just-
Simon so much?
Okay. The fuck?
Siren, the fuck?
Simon doesn't swear very much, but that one hit. That
That
one was
one
there.
hit. Mhm.
Please take some inspiration. That was so good. The fuck?
Just because I started several rumors about you, just not me.
Luna smiles. She goes, did you tell her about the drumming that you're gonna do?" She looks to Carmen and to Kailani.
I told her that we were working on some music, and then you fell asleep, and then you missed your test, and then you redid your test. So how'd your test go?
Change the. Are you covering Kailani's mouth?
There's just like gentle slapping.
He's just like, shut up,
What
shut up,
was
shut
my
up, shut up.
strength? All right, it's not that gentle. It's some pretty. It's slapping.
Ow, 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 ow.
It's like a solid 1 damage.
All right, let me just roll. Real quick.
I'm marking the.
Oh, technically it's 2 damage.
2 damage.
Surprise! Simon's not weak.
She's like, ow, ow. She starts to bruise.
What color does Kai bruise as?
It's just
Is it
darker
purple?
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just blue. It's dark blue.
So I did roll for Luna. It wasn't that good.
She
Because
was so poorly at tests.
I don't think I did great, but to be fair, my mind was elsewhere, and it was a bad start. But,
It was. Okay.
I didn't do very. Shut up. I didn't do very well at archaeomancy either. I passed, but just barely. Merton
she's
did
looking
really
between
good
you
though.
two. You two are very good friends, aren't you? You're like, shut up. Just like, stop.
Yep, we're bestest friends
Yeah.
for now.
Kailani smiles. She's gonna stop winding him up.
Do you have are you in Arcanobotany with us? I don't remember.
Yeah.
She is.
Oh, do you want to study today then?
Are you saying it to Luna or Kailani?
Yeah, Luna.
Luna.
Well,
Luna.
Kailani was been studying for 2 hours.
We've already been studying with Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just got a message. So Luna goes, yeah, oh, definitely. Like, let's compare now.
Okay.
But before you do
Later,
that,
yeah, later, because they're not in that class, so they don't care. I don't think Ash is in Arcanobotany, right?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, least of his thoughts.
So, Merton just had to bounce for a little bit because he lost his internet's acting up, but he might be coming back in a bit. Merton is just on standby. Simon, what are your surface thoughts? Not currently now, but just before when Kailani embarrassed the shit out of you. What were your surface thoughts?
It was like a little bit of a string of like, yes, that's true, but you're not supposed to say it. Why?
Okay.
You're coming on too strong. I don't know what's happening. Just a little bit of screaming.
Don't ruin it!
Like, be cool, man.
Yeah. Just a little tiny hint of plan for revenge.
He's like, I'm gonna talk
Just
to
a little one.
Quintilius.
Yeah, 100% gotta
There's
talk
a little
to...
rage burning
Gotta go
inside.
talk to Grayson.
Grayson?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, you
What
just
are
realized
you
what she meant. You're like, what?
doing?
No.
Don't piss off Simon.
She doesn't.
No, I'm just kidding.
Not Grayson.
I started one rumor, I can start another.
Oh my god, that's gonna make things so much worse. It'd be
I
hilarious,
know.
though. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
though.
that's kind of the revenge part.
Mariana thinks this is
Little
great.
hint
Carlotta
of
would cry.
like a little hint of like need to talk to Grayson at some point.
You just, the person that's reading your mind is most likely Astrid,
It's
and you
probably
just gave her
Astrid,
this
yeah.
information. Great.
Yeah, speaking of reading minds, I need a wisdom save because whoever
From
this is, yes, from Simon, is trying to delve deeper,
Bitch.
weed out any
Oh
more.
god,
secrets.
a billion.
Good.
A billion? Nice.
It's 23.
Oh,
Okay.
you're the first one I think to pass and realize that something's happening.
Yeah. As you're going through this, like, oh, she's like, why can't I come there? Because, and then you feel like something try and it's subtle, but you are able to kind of like, wait, what? As something tries to like, or someone tries to get through your defenses, and you immediately kind of push back by reflex. You like look around, and you feel it. Yeah, you felt like an intrusion, slight, quick, but
By now, Ash is probably sitting down and going, "Oh, hi guys,
Can
what's
I
going on?"
tell
What'd I
where
miss?
it's coming from?
You look around. You see, just from where you are,
Who's making eye
the
contact?
closest people. The closest people. Yeah, do a perception check.
Okay.
Let's not give away information for free.
Not my best.
I'll give you a reroll. Do you want
Can
it?
you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a reroll.
Fucking discover this bitch.
Oh, so much better.
Thank you.
Dirty
Well,
20.
You look like you're feeling better there, Simon.
It's Hold on.
Hold.
Hold on.
Please hold.
Hold. Dirty 20.
30, 20. Okay. Let's see.
Someone was trying to read my mind. Who was it?
And do
Well-
me a quick inside check as well. What you got?
Absolutely. Oh, so many. 21.
Sorry, you were saying something to Ash?
How fucking dare, Astrid? Yeah, I said someone was trying to read my mind. Hold on. Who was it?
Probably the same one who tried to do the same thing to me.
Who was that?
Astrid. That's why I burned the bitch.
Oh,
Oh.
but we're burning people? Okay.
I did.
Okay.
Wait, Astrid was trying to read your mind?
I don't know,
No, you
but
don't.
someone just tried and they did very poorly at it because they stuck. I just like yelled at.
She didn't try to read mine, though. She tried to hurt it.
What was
I
the
told her twice
perception
already.
What was my perception?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
30, 20? Okay, great. And that's a 21 inside.
Yeah.
You notice that nearby, again, Rosie and Cataras are like whooping and carrying on, and you hear the sound of the frogs racing.
Yeah.
They seem to have gathered a few people around. Like, they got Greta. Javanesh and Xanth are actually sitting like right here, right? And at that point, when you kind of look up at that point, when you were like, someone's trying to read my mind, just very casually, you saw, with a look of curiosity, you saw Xantha kind of looking at you, at your table, and it kind of gives you like a look, like someone that was looking, but kind of like, oh, what are they up to? What are they talking about?
Mhm.
So nothing like really focused, but like, yeah, he's the only one that you noticed was looking in your direction.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? Do you tell anyone?
If
Looks like-
that's true,
I told the group.
yeah. If it's true that someone's trying to read your mind, there's ways to try to recognize magical signatures.
You know what?
Could also leave.
Yeah, it didn't work because I'm smarter than them. So, I guess the rest of you just keep a mind out, I guess. Unless you guys want to leave and go somewhere else, we could go study at the library. Luna and Kai.
Well, just in case, I'm gonna give you a little pat. Say I'm glad that you're feeling better, and give you guidance for 1 minute for just in case.
Okay. Thanks.
Kai is gonna be like, well, I studied for these 2 hours with you. I technically have to work on my alchemy. So if you two want to go study, you can go ahead.
I have. Let me see. Sorry, because I have something later today. Yeah. So if that ended at 1, it's been 2 hours. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Luna, I have a couple hours before my horticulture club. If you want to go to the library and study, I don't really want to stay around here if someone's trying to read my thoughts, or anyone hears thoughts.
Yeah, she's got this really
They wouldn't like what's in my brain.
stern look. She's like, someone's trying to read your mind?
Uh-huh.
How dare?
Yeah, they didn't work, but
She looks around. Who dares? So she's looking like right now. Like,
I can't
like,
tell.
She looks like she's gonna pick a fight.
No, it's all right. And I kind of grab her hand. We could just go though. I don't want to get in another fight so soon after our last fight, to be honest.
Okay. She goes, all right, but as soon as I see them, hands will be brown.
Okay.
She's still looking around.
Fair enough. To the library then?
To the library's fine.
Okay.
I'll just take this to go. And she picks up her cup. So
Okay.
Alright, so you guys start to make your way out.
I gotta go somewhere else actually, so I'll
Yes.
see you guys later.
Bye,
Okay.
Kai.
Sounds good.
Bye, Merton. Bye, Ash.
Bye, Simon.
I'll be right on your heels probably here shortly.
Yeah, I
'cause-
figured you'd be there. That's fine.
Yep.
Okay, above table, my question is, Simon did not drop Luna's hand. Did Luna on the way to the library? Or do they just hold hands on the way to the library? Because this is important information.
I knew it! This is important information.
I'm nothing if not consistent. Leave me alone.
You're my twin sister.
Hold hands.
I know
Yeah.
Did you hold out your little hand for it to like maybe?
I
take
had
it,
grabbed
or...
her hand when it looked like she was going to get up and go fight someone for trying to read my mind.
Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
She just hasn't let go. Oh, he hasn't let go.
I just didn't let go.
Yeah, she doesn't let go. She just.
I kind of turn back to Kai as we're like heading out, and I just go, okay.
She kind of goes silently, but like expressively claps her hands. Yeah, I forgot to do something earlier, guys. But I'll see you guys later. And Kailani waits a little bit so it doesn't look like she's gonna follow
Alright, so
them. And she forgot to visit Octavia this morning, or Mariana forgot to visit Octavia this morning.
yeah,
So she's gonna go visit
go
her.
ahead and.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, so as you're going, taking your leave, everyone's starting to go their separate ways.
I'm gonna wait
Rosie,
at least. Sorry, I'm gonna finish
Yeah,
my
go.
coffee and my tea and whatever my inkling got. I'm gonna wait at least 10 minutes and keep track of who leaves after they do.
All right, make a note of that. So as everyone's going their separate ways, and Ash is giving you a very wow, words. A very what's it
cute bio?
called? Yes, thank you. Thank you for an adjective. Kailani, Rosie notices you getting up, and she goes, Kailani, look at the frogs! Look at the frogs! She goes, do you want to race them? They look, they're cute. And she she's holding one of them up to you. It's the one in overalls.
Oh.
Frog and overalls, a little bit.
Cataros is also like walking up there, smiling.
Maybe tomorrow?
Does this
The puppy
seem like
with-
something they do every day when they have nothing to do? Because I think this is the second
Apparently.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
So she looks up at you with her big eyes. She goes, "Okay, never mind." And she goes to turn around, and she turns to look at you again. She goes, "We miss you." And before you can reply, there's a little yelp as she gets pulled away, and you hear this, and like she just shoots away from you as this long sticky tongue wraps around her, and this giant frog swallows her whole.
Oops.
And
That's not normal, is it?
That's not normal. And the frog gives a big, satisfying croak as it swallows a whole. And that
Okay.
is, yeah.
That's why we're gonna leave it, I guess. I assume.
Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Plans might have
Amazing.
changed.
Yeah. Kailani is going to be like, spit her back. She can speak to the frog. She's gonna immediately tell it off. But that's for next time.
All right.
That's for next time.
All right, well done, guys.
Woo!
Got through the exams. Well done.
Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Almost
Merton,
done.
if you haven't done so already, you can level up. I believe it was to level
We're level 4.
4.
Yeah.
4.
Level 4. Level 4.
I think you
Don't
did
worry.
already.
Yeah. Done. Thank you.
Dum, dum, dum.
Done. Great. All right. Thank you for joining us tonight in another wacky curriculum of chaos. That is what we do here at Play 20. Kailani or Marionette, did you want to do some announcements?
Yes, we don't have that many coming up this week, as we always have very busy weeks and then weeks that are a little bit less busy. But we do have Curse of Strahd tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. EST. We do have, I believe, Ash's game tonight
True.
at
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Eastern. Eastern.
East EST as well. And next week we will have Escape the Underdark on Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. That will be on the channel, on the Discord server. But you can listen in. It's a Belvedere game. It's great. It's awesome. And a week from today, at the same time as today, we'll have Hogwarts The Next Generation for the other school.
Episode 4.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
Sister
fun.
Uh-huh.
And that's the announcements for this week. It's not a lot, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. And we still need to put Strahd in the events. I don't see it there.
Yeah, I just noticed that it wasn't
Yeah,
there.
it's not there, but it's been confirmed, so someone will put it up
Yes.
soon. So
Huzzah. Perfect.
Brilliant.
All right, thank you everyone again for joining us. Keep an eye out on the games. Obviously, we will be it's not the most active week, but it's not quantity, it is quality. And these fine people do know how to run a great game and play a good game. So please tune in, and may the dice forever be in your favor. Or some, we need a catchphrase for the show.
actions have consequences.
cool.
The dice have a story
Flirt
to
with
tell.
Luna.
The dice have a story to tell.
Luna. The dice have a story to tell. All right, we'll take that one.
Bye.
Bye. Also,
Bye.
as
Everyone.
fixed stupidity.
Have a good one.